It's a weird feeling, isn't it? I wasn't at all happy to watch the Chiefs hoist up another Lombardi with them big grins on their face. But at the same time, I said, the Eagles, that they're not better than the 49ers. So I'm delighted to see they did not win. It's a weird feeling, isn't it? I don't know how to feel. I went numb. I'm all right. I don't give a damn. I'm sitting there watching. I have to admit, don't tell anybody I said this. Game was freaking exciting. Man. What I did really appreciate though. But here's the things when you look back on it. See, the fact of the matter is, the wide receiver who made that catch, he bobbled it the same way he did against us. It went down to the ground. The ball's moving all around, and Mike Parra says, well, they're going to look at that ball. They're going to look at that catch from all angles this time, not like they did a couple of weeks ago. And then, of course, I'm going on Twitter. I'm doing all this. Oh, yeah, now they're going to take a good look at it from all angles. So somebody quickly responded, well, it wasn't within 2 minutes. Then somebody tell Kyle that same rule. Because, Kyle should have threw the flag, yes. But from the angles they were showing on the screen, Kyle's thinking, why waste the timeout? Which, again, you say, Kyle, you got 3 timeouts in the first half. You get 3 more in the second half, Kyle. It doesn't matter if you throw the flag. Throw the damn flag. Okay. See, that may have been a very instrumental part of why the Eagles won that game. I know. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Mahomes, did it look like he was hurt to you, fam? You know how people always talk about conspiracy theories and rehearsed games? Mahomes was running down that field faster than I've ever seen him run before. He left that game in the first half, looked like his leg was about to fall off. I want the 49ers to make sure to invest, find out what Andy Reid and company are doing to administer the kind of drugs they're using to our players next year. I've never seen a man recover fully from a high ankle sprain that they twisted up when they tackled him and he got up and played like Patrick Mahomes did today. That was extraordinary. He's 27 years old. He's got 2 trophies in the last 4 years. I don't have a problem admitting that he could be one of the greatest of all time. He's going to get another one. As long as Andy Reid's hanging around over there and they continue to do the things they do, making the deals they made. How did the Giants got rid of Tony? And he comes over and does a job with Kansas City. Why don't things fall into place? I know, we're not going to whine, but I'm just saying, how is it that things fall right into place for other teams like that? It's just amazing. Tony set up that winning, with that return. It's uncanny. But the Brandon Ayuk prediction, Patrick Mahomes did throw for 3 TDs. And here's another thing. He wasn't on the field that much all day. The Eagles were running the clock. They did basically what we probably would have did or tried to do, run the ball so you keep Patrick Mahomes and company sitting down. Travis Kelce wasn't really instrumental in the second half until a couple of catches. But for the most part, he was kept in check. These are a lot of things that we probably would have done too. Would we have lost that game though? I don't know. I just don't know. I like that James 6. Cry, Eagles, cry. They can fly. We're from fly to cry. So at least we don't have to put up with their rhetoric any further. Because every time I went to Twitter, here come an Eagle coming in with something to say. And then someone wouldn't even claim they're Eagles fans, I said, man, that's fine. I'm delighted. You know what I hate to admit it, but I think I was for the Chiefs. Damn it. I tried not to be. I tried to be unbiased in my judgments and, of course, not non-affiliated. I'm really pissed off at the Eagles. I'll never stop burning over this. This is right after that Kyle Williams year. This really pissed me off because you took the. Oh. Anyway, Guerrero, hola, mi amigo. He said, hey, remember that Reed coach of the Eagles? So there were no chance going. I know if we're going to go by what they may have set up on purpose. Guerrero, you may be right. I don't know. I don't want to believe it because I want to continue to watch football. I left the NBA because I knew things were being fixed, and I just, why bother? So I watch the NBA now just for entertainment. I look at the NBA as the WWE, but don't do that to the football. Don't do it to football. I'm not going to baseball. Baseball? No. There's nothing left. I have to hope that's not true. Damn it. Anyway, fam, I'm done. Come on in. Talk about the game as you saw it, as it pertains to our issues. Damn it. Ray Jr. Pike knew what he was talking about. I know. That one play that they got gaffed, and which receiver was that? What faked him out? They look like us in those offensive series a lot. I mean, a lot. Hey, 757 in Virginia. Who is this?
Yo, this K Hendricks Ronbo. I ain't talked to you in a minute, man.
I know K Hendricks, man. Where you been, man? God, long time.
School, college, personal life, man. It's been a lot, man. I can't complain. I'm here though.
How's it going? Are you doing all right then, huh? School going along okay?
Yeah, man, I'm loving it, man. I can't find an Eagles fan worth a damn right now. I don't see no Eagles emojis. I don't see no green heart emojis. I don't know where they at. I don't want to hear no excuse, man. Now the NFC is balanced as all things should be.
Because we can say, K Hendricks, we can say, oh, y'all can't beat a team that actually keeps the quarterback on the field, huh? Oh, okay.
Not just that. You see, Eagles fans, they a different animal, man. You got to talk to them like you talking to a dog with rabies or something, man. Because obviously, y'all ain't play a Josh Johnson tonight. Y'all didn't play a emergency QB. You had to play a real QB tonight. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get the Chiefs their respect, man. Because Eagles fans been talking ever since that NFC Championship. I don't feel sorry for them.
Mahomes was talking
about
that too.
The refs ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all boys just ain't come to play. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't come to play. And then
they did the best they could.
What was it? What was the NFC Championship, Ronbo?
Who? Say it again.
What was the NFC Championship like 3 weeks ago? 3-4 weeks ago?
2 weeks.
You had Eagles fans talk about Jonathan Gannon was a better defensive coordinator than DeMeco Ryans. Are you serious? This can't be a dude. This can't be. We watched the same game. Am I right, Ronbo?
I am damn right.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
Ain't no way Gannon was a better defensive coordinator than DeMeco Ryans.
Not even close.
But man, I think the Niners. I think all Niners players are looking back at this and just laughing, man, because we all know. Purdy was like 100%. Come on, man.
We will win that game because the defense was not gonna. Jalen got 39 yards all day, fam, and they was out on the field all damn day, right? And that's why I said, you know what? He got 63 yards on the Chiefs in the first half, and they still pulled up lame in the second half. So I'm saying, you know what? That would have been an embarrassment had we been able to keep Purdy on the field all day. You know, that's just a joke.
No question. And then what I like about it is, Ronbo, I'm lost for words, man.
I know the feeling.
It just feels so good because every Niner fan knows had Purdy stayed on that field. I'm not gonna say we would have blown the Eagles out, but it definitely would have been. Come on, it definitely would have been a serious more.
I'm convinced they would have beat him easier than the Chiefs did. You know what I'm saying? Because all that running they was doing, I said, you know what? The 49ers wouldn't have allowed all that. You know, Jalen's out there just running crazy. I said, you know, we had that stuff.
Hey, Ronbo, before I called this hotline, man, I done called 5 Eagles fans, my coworkers, fam. phone going to voicemail. I think somebody blocked me. I don't know. I don't know where they at, man.
That's what you want. That's
I'm
what you want.
looking under couches. I'm looking under rocks.
Yeah. Look, you need to
I don't know where they at.
call them suicide watch centers. You know, I bet they answering all kind of phone calls from Eagles fans. Just suck.
Man. But all in all, man, I just think it's our time, man. Next year, man. Get this thing right in free agency. Do what we got to do. Let the QB competition, speak for itself. I think we'll be in the same spot, man. But I think this time we're gonna have more of a definite answer, man. I think we're gonna be competing for another Super Bowl next year. We just gotta, stay locked in, build that offensive lineup, build that interior defensive lineup, man. I think we all good, man. I don't think we lost a step. I don't think we lost a step at all.
And still hungry. You know how you go to the Super Bowl? The Eagles go like poo next year. You know they are.
Yep.
Because
they
came
see
out
how
of
many free agents they got?
Yeah. See?
You see them listed on free agents? They got like over 10, 12 free agents that
and
might.
Key players.
Well, all of them might not walk, but they, man. And they offensive coordinator leaving too. The offensive coordinator getting hired by the
he
coach.
got cherry picked. And where's them doomsday dudes on defense today? Patrick didn't get sacked one time. See, that's why I said, you know what? An offensive line is very important. I know the tight end is the one who got Purdy hurt, but still, we didn't have clean pockets all year long like Patrick did today.
These guys were screaming that Hassan Reddick would deserve the defensive player of the year over Bosa. Nothing I saw on this Fox channel today showed me that he earned the right over Bosa. Nothing.
I agree with that.
Then they said James Bradbury was better than Charvarius Ward. Yeah. He just cost y'all the game. he just cost y'all the game.
Eagles fans, I'm gonna be looking for you later. I wasn't not gonna troll you, but Katie got me fired up now. I'm gonna work you on Twitter. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna say things that are gonna make you respond. I'm serious. You mofos been bothering me for the last 2 weeks. You got this coming. Okay, I feel like all right. Yeah. Kendricks, good to hear from you, fam. We're going to go. I'm going to be back Tuesday if you still want to talk some more football. We're going to start putting together free agents and things like that. See what the got as far as money goes.
On the line, man.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, Kendricks. So good to hear from you again. All right? Glad you're doing well,
I'll
too.
definitely be calling back.
All right, fam. Have a great night. And let's go and check out 49er Brian. Hey, 49er Brian.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Well, we laughing tonight, ain't we? Oh, we partied it up.
Oh,
see,
we're
Chiefs fans, ain't we?
Sweet revenge.
I know, you know.
It feels. I hope they're feeling the bitter taste in their mouth that we felt a couple weeks ago.
See,
the same feeling.
I got all kind of memes I'm gonna put up. Here's what a team looks like versus a real quarterback. Here's what a team looks like versus a team with absolutely no quarterback. See the difference?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What really got to me was the officiating, and did you hear Mike from New York make that comment?
Pereira? Mike? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? He made a few.
The comment he made was when that first play, they reviewed that play, and they they're going to get better views at this one this time.
I was just talking about that exactly. I opened the show with that. Oh yeah, now they're going to take a better look. They're going to get all angles.
Yeah. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Did you just say that? So you're admitting that you guys did a shitty job last time, and you knew you blew it.
Brian, you got to give Kyle part of the blame for that, though. Kyle could have threw the flag.
I know. Kyle's to blame, too, for it, but come on. I mean,
I agree with that.
That should have been – I mean, the refs are just horrible. The Eagles got screwed by those refs tonight, and I'm loving it.
Brian, how about that one where the Chiefs, the Eagles are standing up almost straight up, and the Chiefs are pointing at them. I'd say, what? And the rest of them, I guess I better throw my flag then.
Yeah. And they wouldn't switch teams off either. Remember, they were both defying each other. Like, oh my God, that's what our 49ers need to start doing. Don't go on the field yet and switch. Resist.
They got to get some. I want them some more younger,
me.
athletic people out
Yeah.
there officiating games. Pay them what you want to. Some of those guys out
I
there have
do.
lost their vision. They have no speed. They can't get their feet over their
Oh.
time to read things. They're annoying as hell, and they can't be determined in games.
You can't even put your hand around a receiver anymore, or they'll say you're pulling his jersey. It's ridiculous.
Man.
You know, I mean, what's a CB to do anymore? Just put his hands up in the air and let the guy go around him and then catch him. I guess that's what it's got to be, right? I mean,
Brian, they need to just have a meeting and establish one rule for half these calls. One official sees it one way,
Exactly.
another defines it another way. Make sure everybody's on the same page. If you have to keep those guys in a room for
ground,
12 to
the
40
ground
hours.
cannot cause a fumble, Ronbo. Something like that. I don't know, but
Brian,
it's
the guy
ridiculous,
stepped out of
and-
bounds. Remember the guy who made the catch?
He
The
did.
ball's not, he's not in full control of the ball. He's got the ball, and they said, and he steps out of bounds with the right foot. I said, how in the hell is that a goddamn? You know that's not a catch.
And-
They're going to rule that a catch. Oh, God. How is
And
that a
I swear to God, remember that last play where they were running the clock out and that guy had to stop. They didn't want him to go into the end zone to waste more time to get the field goal unit out.
Yeah, right.
I swear to God, his toe touched the white line like he went over. I swear to God, like he scored a touchdown on accident because the cameras went away real quick.
You know, Brian, we
I
just
don't
got
know, man.
just know we're never going to see a game where the officiating is going to be satisfactory from first quarter to fourth quarter.
No, and
that's why
I always say we gotta score the hell out of people right away, so these refs can't. The refs always screw teams over or games over that are close.
I want robots. I want lasers. I want a true winner. I want certain eyes pointed on electronic eyes pointed on the field. If something goes wrong, they flash, they beep, they do whatever they do. I don't care if it takes away from the human element of the game. I'm sick of referees pissing off millions of people every year.
Every year, and the Eagle fans are feeling it right now.
Good.
You know, and my heart kind of goes out to them, and it kind of doesn't. You know, so it's.
Well, they got there by default anyway.
Other than that, what do you think of Rihanna?
She looks hot as ever. You know, I think she's got another baby in the oven, though. I think because.
Dude, she's got one baking. Oh yeah, I can tell.
I didn't know that.
She had a little tum tum on her. Yep, I could tell.
Face was flaming hot as usual.
I was just, please don't fall, please. I didn't want anybody falling off that stuff. Oh my God, man.
Hey Brian, I tell you what, I'll be back Wednesday.
If anything, Ronbo,
Tuesday.
we're going to be better than both these teams next year. I'm hoping and praying.
Oh yeah, mad as hell. You know, we're ready to go.
Yeah. Just from watching Kittle this weekend talk, I mean, he's ready to go. I mean,
can you imagine how ready he is to go right now? Can you imagine how the entire defensive unison? Shh, man, y'all don't know what to do when it comes to Hurts, do you? Man,
Kittle cheered me up with his singing. Did you see that?
Not yet. What do you say?
Oh, he did some singing with what's her name?
You talking about that real at the awards night, yeah. I love George, but George is entertaining, baby.
Oh man, he's hilarious.
All right, Brian. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
You too.
Love the fam. Love the show.
Thanks.
Later.
Man. Night. And hey, Bill, get in here, Bill.
I'm going to say this really, really clear, and I'm going to be laughing my butt off. And this is not to complain about the game. For one, that was a catch and a fumble. All right? Number two, if that wasn't a catch and a fumble, how was that other part a catch?
See.
All right? Let's skip that. Referees were on your side the whole time, Philadelphia, and you still couldn't win.
Oh!
You still couldn't pull it off. Number two, you're worried about how would the game been if we faced the Chiefs? What? Ronbo, we would have murdered them in the Super Bowl. They had, I'm going to put it this way, Chiefs had no defense. None.
Really? They did not.
All right? Had
That's
Purdy
true.
stayed on the field, Had we been on the field against those Eagles, we would have won that NFC Championship, and we would be hosting a Lombardi Trophy right now.
Debo said it. He said, we win that game without a problem. They knew it. The 49ers were out there running free in the secondary.
Yeah.
The defense had Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, you ain't running today, bruh. And that was it. Oh, man.
The refs were against the Chiefs most of the game, to the point the refs finally, I don't want to stay here another 20 minutes for them to fold. I'm just going to go ahead and call a ticky-tack call, give it to Kansas City, and let them win it. And that was kind of funny. I was laughing when that happened. I'm like, oh, my God, this is hilarious. Oh, how does it feel, Eagles, to lose to the coach that couldn't even win you a Super Bowl?
See? So that's why.
Andy Reid couldn't even win a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. Oh, this is comical. I am laughing. And the guy made a comment. I was making it before he said it, but a lot of people are saying it. Cry, Eagles, cry.
It's all over the chat.
Make a song.
Cry
Make a
like
song.
an eagle. We're running free. Cry like an eagle. You got beat up again. Because the thing is, next year, we get to play the Eagles. Ain't going to be no sympathy. Yeah. Y'all come on in here.
Oh, no.
You got people missing? Oh, now you know what that feels like. Come on in here and get this whooping. Oh, I can't
And
wait.
the fact they can't even two-peat. They won't two-peat. They won't go back. This is their one-and-done loss, Super Bowl loss. We'll see you guys again in the Super Bowl in the next 15 years. I hope you enjoyed the loss. You took a place that you didn't even belong.
Yeah.
Proof you didn't even belong in the Super Bowl, Philly. You didn't even belong there.
I enjoyed that.
You
I really
proved
did.
it today.
I
Thank
tried,
you.
and I tried not
Thank
to like it. Bill, I tried to sit there and watch it objectively, just from a non. I mean, we had no dog in that fight, not really. And before I knew it, that heat that I felt from losing to the Eagles came up, and I said, "Come on, Patrick!" I was rooting for him. I felt like a fool, but I even called myself a hypocrite. I said, Ronbo, you friggin' hypocrite! Why are you rooting for the Chiefs? You didn't want them to win before this game started, and now all of a sudden you're a Chiefs fan.
Next year, we'll get them. We'll get them. They'll be back next year. We'll get them.
Because they were
The
there
Niners
for
will
us
get
this
them.
year.
We'll be right back home. We'll be hoisting that Lombardi Trophy next year. We'll look back as they got theirs. We go ahead and get ours next year. And give me a 49ers shout-out. And you keep crying, Eagles. I ain't going to buy you no Kleenexes. You deserve this loss. You didn't belong there. Ronbo, Niners shout-out. Enough said.
Bill! Have a great night, fam. I'll be back
One more
Tuesday.
thing. Cry, Eagles cry. The official drink of the NFL. Have a nice day.
You too, fam. Yo, Jay. Oh, this is fun. I've been miserable for 2 weeks. This is fun talking to you. Fam, I love you. I'm telling you right now. Hey, Jay.
Yo,
Jay, we haven't talked to you in a long time. I've been hiding out.
yeah, man, yeah, I've been, got gone for a long time, but I had to come back because that Super Bowl, Ronbo, it was amazing, honestly.
Yeah, it was a good game, actually.
Yeah.
It really was. So,
Yeah, I wanted the Chiefs to win because them Eagles are so they be talking too much, Ronbo.
I tell you,
crazy.
they're as bad as Raider fans. And you know how bad Raider fans are. Eagles are right there neck and neck with them, boy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy a Patrick Mahomes jersey, Ronbo. I'm just kidding.
Now that I did not expect. Oh, I can't go that far.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just kidding. But Rumble, honestly, bro, we gotta fix our offensive line, Rumble. That's Patrick Mahomes, he was doing so well because his offensive line was good. So
I think it looked like they worked on it. You see how they're actually tight ends, running backs are all hustling to make the hit. That's what you do. You go after them. You don't wait till they come in. And they look gruesome out there against that vaunted Eagles rush. I said, man, them boys ain't got no one sack. They ain't even got that many pressures today. I said, man, come on, Niners. We have some work to do.
Hopefully, we do fix our offensive line because I think we haven't. In this regime, we haven't even fixed it. I'm pretty sure. I think we
Our
only
whole
draft
approach.
for. Yeah.
Did you saw how they handle that, right? The Chiefs handle like they handle it. Don't depend on one player. I got my tight end and my fullback in this situation. I got Trent Williams over here and Aaron Banks. They don't need no help, and they're not going to come around that side anyway. Ballister up this side. Kyle. Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
They've got to change their philosophies
I
next
would,
year on a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we got to pay Mike McGlinchey, like, I don't know, a lot of money next year or something, or this year.
The base rate,
I think we should get
11 million, 12 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can't hardly pay him less
Mike
than that.
McGlinchey, he's a solid offensive lineman, but I would like a better one to pass protect or quarterback, whoever that might
If you want to
be,
keep him healthy.
Yeah. And the defensive line too. I think we need another pass rusher because I don't know if Drake Jackson is gonna be that guy. Hopefully he is. But
he hit the wall from what they're saying. We're going to lose like 2 or 3 guys from the defensive line anyway, so they're definitely going to bring in some new blood. I don't know who that's going to be, but there's definitely going to be. You can see some new faces on the defensive line next year or next season.
Yeah, Ronbo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's about it. I'm just happy that the Eagles lost.
I know, right? There's some satisfaction in that, ain't it? Even though it's not good to watch Mahomes hoisting up another trophy, because he's gonna have 3 soon, and that's catching up with us. I don't like that, so we got to get one soon.
But, yeah, we do. Hopefully, it's this year coming up. If we do fix our offensive line, I think we'll be good to go.
I mean,
yeah.
And also, as I say, the protection approach needs to shift in another direction. Don't depend on one guy in situations where it's imperative that side be protected. They're always going to come around the right side. Why would I go after Trent Williams? That's all I talk about in the defensive meetings. We're going to stay away from that left side because we've got a pretty good opening on that right side. We can get through there all day long. I would. Damn right. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's about it, Ronbo. You have a good day.
And you too. Good hearing from you, fam. Jay, talk to you later.
Yeah. Bye. Right. Yeah, bye.
Clarence, now that this is over, it's time to focus on the O-line and cornerback and keep getting reinforcements for defensive line and make sure we got plenty of quarterbacks running backs. Niners players will be salty, and that's okay. More fuel for the fire. You're right about them running backs, too, Did you see Pacheco and those Kansas City Chiefs running backs? They reminded me of a guy you and I both know. Boy, Elijah Mitchell. Didn't Pacheco? Man, how Mitchell hits that ball? Hey, man, Mitchell hits those guys hard as a rock, as does Christian McCaffrey. Well, everybody knows Christian McCaffrey's coming in for blood. Boy, as Phil says, Eagles got lucky 2 weeks ago. Now it's time to pay. Ow, it's chill. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Phil. Well, hats off to Brandon Ayuk. But your observations, Phil, let us have it.
He was right.
Yeah.
He was right.
They were out there for a quarter of the game or something like that. I think 2/3 of the game was all Philly all the time offensively. Patrick Mahomes went out there and did what he did in a fraction of the amount of time, and they pulled off the win. See, that's comical. But go ahead, Phil.
Well, I think we were the better team.
Agreed.
But the better team doesn't always win.
And that's true,
right?
too. Yep.
You got to have luck,
Always.
and you got to execute. And those are the 2 things that you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we got no luck because our quarterbacks got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And
we didn't execute all that well. So, that's the way it goes in football. So, but we had the best team. Honestly, I believe that.
From top to bottom, no doubt about it. When you can count every
Yeah.
unit, oh yeah.
But now we need to rebuild. The other teams, fortunately, are in worse shape than we are. The Eagles are $13 million under the cap.
They haven't played Hurts. Is this his year?
We got $8 million over the cap.
Oh. So yeah.
So they're going to lose some players. They got McCoy and all these guys that are free agents. They're going to lose.
What's that hard-hitting quarterback's name? They got. He's got to be ready to sign.
You know what? I just looked at the overall numbers,
Mm.
and you know what? We're in good shape. We're in really good shape.
We seem to always be right around a good, safe zone with that.
But you know what? If we can negotiate some contracts, we have the opportunity to be $50 million under the cap. I mean, you're going to sign Nick Bosa, right? So he's making $17 million on his fifth-year option.
Yeah.
You sign him,
and pay him next year.
You put a signing bonus of $30 million over 5 years.
Yeah.
And that means he's going to get $30 million right up front, but it's only $5 million on the cap.
Yeah.
$6 million on the cap.
See, Parag, he likes to manipulate those numbers.
$1 million right there. So, Barack is going to have his, he's going to have to do his work. But I think the Niners are going to be in great shape, honestly.
Mm.
We've got 2 rookie quarterbacks under rookie contracts.
Yep.
And, Mahomes is making $35 million a year.
Is that all? They must have gave him all of his money.
Rodgers is $50 million a year. These guys take up half the cap.
I know.
So we're in great shape. So let's look at the positives here. We have a division that is in chaos. Seriously in chaos.
It really is.
And
it's a complete mess.
We are the best team. We have our star players signed, and we've got cap room. And we are going to be a force.
It's so nice to be supportive of an intelligent organization.
Get used to being in the NFC Championship game. Get used to being possibly in the Super Bowl. That's where we're at.
Yeah. Love it.
So
get ready to roll.
I'd rather be in our place than in Arizona Cardinals' place.
You can't find their place. They're homeless right now. I mean, it really looks bad.
Seriously.
Oh.
As a 49er fan, I love it.
I do too.
So let's be thankful that we are.
We're still in great shape.
We could win a couple Lombardis, maybe 3. Who knows?
Yeah. I've always said experience is everything. Yeah, the Chiefs been together forever. You could see them tonight doing some of the things they did. That comes from being together forever. Mahomes was throwing the ball into spaces where you didn't see a body until suddenly. There's Travis Kelce picking it off. I said, it takes time to get that kind of timing down.
Because Mahomes' contract now is going to take a majority of the cap space.
I thought it took
less.
It kicks in.
They had to get rid of Ford. They're going to have to get rid of more players.
Yeah.
And think about where we're at. You got Brock Purdy and Trey Lance.
Who are getting paid peanuts compared to some of these guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Let's be thankful. We're going to be winning Super Bowls.
That's it. And I was never worried about that. I'm just worried about health. This is my issue every year. We go into every season looking like, oh, wow, this team is ready. And then a
But
few
that's
weeks
where
later,
the luck comes
oh man, we got
Ronbo, every team has to have luck to win a Super Bowl.
I know.
They do.
It's guaranteed that we've
Just
seen
need-
that too many times.
We are due some luck.
Because the big games we've lost, Phil, we weren't trailing. And that's what I'm saying. You know what?
No.
That's got to stop somewhere soon, please. Except for this one against the
It's
Eagles.
going to.
But that was because both quarterbacks
It's
were
going
removed
to.
from the equation. You can't do that
Have
and play.
faith.
Oh,
Have faith.
I do.
Let's be positive.
Yeah.
We're going to get the luck to change. And at that point in time, look out.
So I look forward to next
So,
year.
Rombo,
Tell you what,
I think as a 49er fan,
we can be satisfied.
my season tickets become more valuable, I think.
You're thinking right.
Yeah,
Phil, I'll tell you
okay.
what, let's get that. Let's see what's being said because there's a lot of chatter probably going on in the clubhouses right now in San Francisco. Let me see you Tuesday and see what develops.
And we'll see what happens in free agency, but I think the Niners are smart. They're gonna make the right decisions. They're gonna bring in some players, and we're gonna get better.
They have impact.
So-
Exactly.
Let's watch how it goes.
All right, Phil. It's always great, Phil.
All right, Robbo.
Talk to you shortly. All right.
Okay. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye, Phil.
Bye.
And Guerrero and Dak is making $93 million a year. See, I enjoy the Cowboys situation. That's just really fun. Mr. Block Ice. Okay, so we lost to this team that lost to one-legged quarterback. The running game for KC was on point. We should be that. PO'd a lot more now. Mr. Block Ice, here's the thing. Hurts would not have been galloping up and down the field like he was against the 49ers. They proved that. He had 39 yards all day long, and the Eagles were on the field all day long against the 49ers. Why? Because the 49ers don't have any offensive time. They just come in, hey, they're going to run the ball. Hey, what are you doing back there? Get up here. What are you going to do? So it just goes to show. Cordova 2182. It was nice seeing the Eagles lose, but as soon as I heard Carl Sheffers was the ref for the Super Bowl, I knew the Chiefs would win. I feel kind of bad for the Birds. LMAO. We get those kind of refs. Why would we get Bill Vinovich for our Super Bowl? Who's since then apparently found Jesus because he changed this last time we played again with him out on the field. I was shocked. A call from Mexico. Hey, hello. Mi amigo, hola. You know, I hope you didn't call. By the way, if you're calling from outside the United States, be sure to contact me at rombosports@gmail.com. I'll give you a toll-free line to call. Oh, no. Okay. Let's see. He probably hung up. If he comes back, get him on immediately, though, if we can. Hey, Tony!
Ronbo.
I was just going to sit and wait Tony's reaction. Tony, I know what you're thinking because I know you. They did everything we should have done, Ronbo. That's all there is to it. You just go out there and use good sense and you win the game.
No.
Protect your quarterback.
I'm going to just say, Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to say, I said Carl should have a couple of scotches and give himself a couple of uppercuts. Well, what do you know, Kyle? It is important to protect your quarterback, especially if he's on 1.5 legs.
Yeah. And throw the flag.
What do you know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know? How many sacks was there in this game, Ronbo? 1.
I mean, yep. And it wasn't even on Mahomes.
My goodness. Eh? Well, that's a lesson for the 49ers. But
and Tony, as I was pointing out to a little earlier, did you notice how aggressively their offensive people, all their offensive people, not only the offensive line, but all their offensive people, they went out and met Eagles. They didn't wait for them to come to them. They went out there and took it to them as soon as the ball was snapped. I said, see that? See, that's intelligent football. That's how you do it. When you've got a real aggressive offensive line or defensive line coming at you, you meet them. You don't be the immovable force versus the unstoppable object. You go out there and you become the irresistible force as well. Hit them in the mouth before they get there, and that's what I was so impressed by what the Chiefs were doing. I loved it. I hope we learned.
I told you, Ronbo, the longer the game goes, and Patrick Mahomes is. If they protect him, he's just going to pick them apart. And that's what they did. Yeah, second half, they came out, balls out, and they said, let's get this shit done. And Patrick just played a stellar second half.
Bad ankle.
Even though I hate both teams. But, we've got some work to do on the offensive line. I hope they consider that. I really do, because it's the only place we're lacking. From 2019, the defense has carried us to these playoff games and Super Bowls and everything. And the place we're lacking, we've never, ever addressed it properly. Piss that McGlinchey off. Pay someone $15 million and get a decent human being.
Because McGlinchey's line to get, I think he can get the minimum for an offensive line to re-sign is about $12 million, $11 to $12 million or more.
Yeah, well, pay a couple mil extra. It's not going to hurt. And get a decent dude. Don't make the teams. We start the next season and go, those mofos kept McGlinchey. Shit, attack them from the same
I guess we know where we're going in. We're laughing, but it's a sad situation. I mean, what are we going to do? God.
All right. Look, you know what I was thinking yesterday, Ronbo?
Right.
I was thinking to myself, I was thinking about Trey Lance and the way Kyle was treating him, and I thought to myself, imagine we were in the Super Bowl, all right, and Purdy was on, and Brock Purdy goes down, right, and go to the huddle, and Trey Lance is suited up, and you go up to Kyle Shanahan and you say, all right, Kyle, we're in the Super Bowl. Purdy's gone down. We've got Trey. What are you going to do? How are you going to call this game? I'm going to just adjust the playbook and I'm going to dink and dunk it. A few big throws here and there. But
in other words,
are you going to run in between the? Are you going to run in between the tackles, Carl? No. We're in the Super Bowl. Well, why didn't you develop him that way? You stupid idiot.
I mean, I don't know what they were practicing on all week long for all that time. I really don't, because you're not going to get away with running him up and down the field all day. Even Hurts doesn't do that, and he runs a lot.
He runs a 4.6, Ronbo. He's not Lamar
that kind
Jackson
of fast.
Or
he's big and strong, but not that
develop
kind of
the kid.
fast.
The mistake. See, now we're behind the 8 ball. He tried to develop him by using Jimmy G and sprinkle him in here and there, blah, blah, blah. Whereas at the beginning I said they're making a big mistake. If you're going to get rid of Jimmy, get rid of him now, put the kid in and start developing him. All right? He would have been 2 years in by now. All right? And you just do the playbook.
Last year was
for Purdy.
They knew he was raw.
In.
This is what they were doing last year.
It doesn't matter.
But this year, I don't know what they're doing.
Right? Sprinkle in a couple of plays each week extra. All right? That, after he starts getting the hang of the playbook. By week 9, 10, you can throw in 10, 15, 20 extra plays. But just do it at a gradual stage. He's smart enough to make a game plan around the kid, all right, and around his strengths. He's not a running back, man.
And that's why, if he believes in him, Tony, I really do entertain the thought that I don't think Kyle has any faith in what he can do with Trey. Now, I don't know what they're seeing in practice every day or how it's going or what the case is, but I see it on his face. Kyle doesn't look serious about Lance. Well, let's see what he looks like next year. He hasn't got any choice. Now, he'd better try to figure something out, because Jed York's going to probably say something funny. Look, I'm not sure what's going on between you and Trey, but we gave up a lot of capital to pick him up. Now, I need to see some results this year. I mean, I don't know if that's asking too much, but I'm just saying. And then, from that, you can you can deduct that Jed's not happy. You know, so we're gonna find out what happens next year.
He can't take the accolades for Purdy because from what I know as a fact, all right, that after when the trades were when the night was on, Greasy was the one that said, "Hey, get this kid. All right, I've seen him, I've watched him. Let's spend a draft pick on this kid." And he was the one responsible for drafting Purdy, not Kyle.
I heard that story, and there was other scouts that came in and agreed. Tony, we're going to run out of time. Let me, can I see you Tuesday before production hits me with a brick?
All right, brother.
All right.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Big Show, Ellis, Evan, and see you in the next chapter.
Great stuff. All right, Tony. Have a great day.
All right, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. And Mr. Blocker, McKinnon was supposed to be, I know, right? You seen Jerick McKinnon? He's supposed to be a CMC-like guy now. This motherfucker want to step up. I don't know what impact he had on this game, but he got it. Jerick McKinnon was some key blocks I saw McKinnon. Pacheco was running, but you know Jet was out in front of him on a couple of key runs. You know, Jet McKinnon could play, and I knew he could play. That's why people said, get rid of McKinnon. I said, you know, I just want to see what he looks like before we get rid of him, though. I just want to know. And we found out. But, you know, I knew that's who he was. I knew it. Call Mexico. Hello. Okay, I think that Mexico call probably, if he's calling long distance, I understand why he left. Okay. Hey, Mark.
Hello.
Wait, I don't know who we got now. Hello.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Ronbo.
Okay, my phone's there.
Hello?
Okay. Hey,
can you hear me?
Wait, hold. It's a call from Mexico first. Hey, hello, who's this?
Hey, Ronbo, what's up? This is Frank. I'm calling from Mexico. TJ, Tijuana.
Ah, Frank. It's Tijuana. Good to hear from you, Frank.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Appreciate it, Frank. Really do.
So, a couple things. I listen to the show all the time, man. I look for it. I love it. Thanks for everything you do.
Thanks, Frank.
I know everybody and super Niner fan since I was born, and I know everybody talks about how Kyle should be fired and whatnot.
Not everybody.
I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it.
I don't want him fired. I want him to make some adjustments, but I don't want to see him fired. Because we're winning games.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of coaches are losers, but at least we got one that does win and gets you in position to win everything. But, you know, we got some bad luck too many times.
At least we are in the mix, right? I mean, we're in the mix. We're there. I mean, let's not go back to Chip Kelly, to the dark ages. Nobody wants that. Come on, guys. Nobody wants that.
No. Jimmy T and Chip Kelly's, no more of those, you know?
Yeah.
Because we got the full organization now.
Yeah, and I know a lot. There's a lot of talk up on your show about Jimmy. Jimmy, to me, as a fan, been great. I mean, I would love for him to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, besides that, I mean, he's done it. I mean, he's gone at least to a Super Bowl. He filled me up with that joy, whereas, you know, we're there. You know, I mean, maybe we came a little short, but we're there. I mean, we're there. And Lance will take us there, or Purdy. I mean, who will be there? But, I mean, I don't know. I love the Niners, and just wanted to call and say hi.
Hey, Frank, I'm just flattered, you know what I'm saying? And listen, I don't want you calling long distance anymore, though. As soon as we got to email me, all right? I'll give you a line where you don't need to do that, and you can just call in toll free, okay?
I will definitely do that.
All right? Because we can hear from you all the time. We don't want to leave you out. Not just because you're in Tijuana.
Perfect. Yeah, no, we're out here, man. We watch the game. You know, like I said, I watch your show all the time.
Thanks,
and sometimes I text or in your live chat, and my little girls are like, "Hey, call dad, and they get all excited. So
are they 49er fans
they
too?
see dad, so they get all excited and stuff.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, the little girls and you, Frank, and all of us, I think we're going to have a better year next year. We've learned and went through some very painful, bad experiences that we had to grow from. So let's see what happens next year. It'll be here before you know it, too. Draft coming up soon. So, it won't take long.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. I know you got other calls waiting. I just want to say hi. Shout out to the faithful. I love you guys.
Thanks, Frank.
It's not over. It's never over.
Never over.
Will be in the Super Bowl.
Yes, indeed. We'll be right back. Frank, shout out to the ladies, too. Hey, girls. All right. All right, Frank. Have a great night, huh?
All right, man.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Frank.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Night. That's so cool. Hey, and Deshaun says, what up? The refs didn't help the Eagles this week. Go Niners. See, that's all I ever ask for. Refs, don't do things that are disturbing, and pay attention. Eagles are standing straight up. Of course they moved. That's illegal. Chiefs, refs. Oh, we seen it. No, you didn't.
Mm.
Hey, Mark, come on in, fam.
Ronbo, what's good, man?
Mike, man, we sitting up here tripping, man, because we lost, so we're in here laughing and shucking and clowning the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, Ronbo,
Yes.
respectfully to the faithful, and
Yes.
especially the faithful in the chat room,
Mm.
stop the crying and the bitching, man. We lost to the Eagles, fair and square.
Yeah. No, whoa,
They
Mark,
took our
I can't-
quarter.
I don't know about fair and
They
square.
took our look, Ronbo. They took our quarterbacks out the game.
Okay.
It's not like we went into the game without our quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
You
just like
mentioned
like to
earlier-
know
listen,
if I'd
you-
even up game,
You mentioned.
what would happen?
Look, how many times Mahomes got sacked today?
0.
Exactly. So we need to do better and protect
Well,
our
I agree.
QBs.
Fully agree with that. I just got through talking about that. We got a whole new approach coming next year, I hope. You saw what you see what the Chiefs did today? They didn't wait for that the Eagles come ramming through there like that. They went out and met them. I was loving it. Way outside and everything else. I said, you know what? That's how you handle that kind of aggression. You don't stand there and wait for them to come to the quarterback and then try to hold them back. It's too late. They handle that. I was impressed. So I'll agree with that.
Yeah, we need to go into this offseason, draft some offensive linemen, free agency, maybe get some offensive linemen and some more defensive linemen too, and
Yeah, I
just
want
do better,
experience.
man. Like
Experienced offensive lineman.
the crying needs to stop. I'm tired of seeing in the chat room all day. If we had Purdy, we would have won. If we would play the Chiefs, we would beat the Chiefs. Listen, if my pops would have pulled out, I'd been staying in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens.
That's just like that. We just wanted to know, had we been whole, would we have won that game? Mike, I got to tell you, I think so. I don't think the 49ers defense was going to allow anything else.
Rumble. I agree also, but our quarterbacks got hurt. We got to protect them.
Agreed.
It's a part of the game.
I agree.
I heard. I think it was Bill. It was Bill earlier talking about he feels we're the better team, but we didn't execute.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is not the NBA. It's one and done. The best teams, you know what they do, Rumble? They execute.
Yeah. We didn't.
That's how it's done.
I know.
And we didn't. They did. We didn't. So they were the better team that day.
That day.
And that's all it is, man.
I go along with that day. I mean, they did what they had to do in order to beat the 49ers.
Yeah, but that's Rumble, that day is the only day that counts. That one game. It's not a best of 7 or a best of 5. It's one game.
Mm. Can't argue that.
Look, I see somebody calling me a hater. Listen, I've been a Niner fan since '88, man. I ain't no hater. I just speak facts, and I take our losses like a man. I don't cry about it.
Mm.
Ain't nobody hating. I'm not going to hate on my own team. All right.
I believe it. And you got to right
And
to
that's
call
that,
it the
man.
way you see it. No problem. It's just that sour grapes thing. I did not appreciate coming out. We had too good of a season, Mark. Won 12 games in a row through adversity.
Kyle should have challenged. He should have challenged that play to Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't challenge it.
Yep.
And he had a tight end blocking what's the guy's name from the Eagles?
Reddick. Hassan.
Reddick.
Yeah.
And it cost us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just shit happens, man.
And
Stop the crying. It was a good game today.
Yeah. It actually was.
I was proud of I was real proud of having 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. So
well, yeah.
I really didn't care who won because
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We win as black people either way. So
yeah.
I was proud of seeing 2 black quarterbacks playing in the Super Bowl, man.
But when I look at the 49ers, I don't see anything but everybody's red and gold in color to me. So I still wanted to be there. So but hats off to the fact that the NFL seems to have moved in the direction now of.
And listen, I'm gonna finish off with this, Ronbo, right? Going into next season, you know, hopefully everything goes good with Purdy. But if Purdy doesn't play the first couple of games and Lance gets the start, there's gonna be another black quarterback in the Super Bowl next year with Lance. Mark my words.
All right. I hope you're right for that matter. So, anything to get there. I just want to get there. And as I say, I don't see our players in colors. I see them all as red and gold. Mark, you know what? It's the Super Bowl is going to be a thing of luck and the stars lining up anyway. Eagles actually had that game won and got snatched. So, and the same with us when we played the Chiefs. We had that game won and got snatched. It's the Mahomes
that's
and Andy Reid.
Listen, Rom, see, I keep hearing that same word. We had, if, coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's all I've been hearing from the faithful, man. Like, just get it done.
Mark, you got to call it like
That's
it is.
it, man.
I'm talking about the lead was there, and was unable to maintain it. I'm just saying what happened.
Listen, we had a 10-point we had a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and we blew it. That's it.
I know it. I just said that, and I agree.
That's it, man. Yeah. Let's drive better, sign some better free agents, come back next year better, stronger, and stop the whining, man. And that's it. Yeah. Try to get that number 1 seed for next year.
It helps.
So we can play all our games at home in the playoffs, and that's it, man.
And get that bye week as well. I agree. It's all good. Yeah. All right. Tell you what I'm gonna do, fam. We're gonna go. I'll tell you, Mark. You bring you keep it 100. I got no problem with that. I'll see you Tuesday if you got time.
Yeah. One more thing. What's this dude's name in the chat? Dead ahead.
Okay.
Man, kick rocks, my man. Stop whining up a little bitch, man. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Let's
be easy, Ronbo.
We'll see you Tuesday, fam. All right. Night.
All right, man.
Oh, we're in the
Ronbo!
Yo. Oh, NG49. Hey, hell with every other team. Here's fam. Niners all day. Keep it up. NG49, thanks, fam. Long time NG49, man. I'll tell you, we've been going through this a long time, haven't we? And Jacob Andrews says, giving a team like this to a rookie quarterback is like giving Lambeau to a child. Get Carr to win a Super Bowl, trade for a first, and have Brock as back win now. And that's what the 49ers were thinking last year. That's why, Tony, that's what I was going to say. The 49ers were a team to win now, and that's why they had to stay with the veteran quarterback. But I don't know what's going to happen now. Hey, guys, listen, production wants me to remind everybody, please don't unmute. When you call in, freeze, and we'll bring you in because we're bringing in everybody one at a time as they come in, okay? Appreciate it, fam. Thanks. Hey, yo, Jalen with the rhyming. Come on in. Jalen.
Hot damn. Damn. All right, hold on, Ronbo. First of all, let me know I'm trying to keep myself under control because, God, I'm happy that them bitches lost today. Man, Cardinals, y'all irrelevant. Rudy, y'all are bitch. Gene D, you an asshole, and the Seahawks ain't gonna amount to shit. How y'all doing today, faithful? Eagles, I know y'all on suicide watch. Damn it, Ronbo, you know what? I'm not gonna even talk about the 49ers today. I'm finna talk all shit about the Eagles. All y'all had to say was good game, Niners. We're gonna see y'all next year. Sorry y'all got hurt. Nah, we both y'all. Debo Samuel, you were running back. Talked all that shit, and now look what happened. Got all the way to the Super Bowl and fell flat on your goddamn face by Patrick motherfucking Mahomes. And now what? Sitting at home, sitting at the bar, eating Philly cheesesteak, getting ready for Freeze to come out, you dumb bastards. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Ronbo, the holding play, it cost us the game. One penalty did not cost y'all the game, bro. Shut the hell up, bro. One penalty did not cost y'all the game. I'm not finna give y'all no satisfaction if y'all didn't want to give us no satisfaction for no quarterback. Now we supposed to feel bad for y'all? Nah, fuck y'all. Too bad, so damn sad.
Well, Well,
I heard Florida
that
has really
clown
nice weather around this
had to
time.
mute out on Twitter. So they're talking, y'all lost that game in the trenches. Y'all going around crying about how you lost the game because you lost your quarterback? That ain't got nothing to do with football. Y'all don't know nothing about no football. You. Told you.
Ronbo, nothing hurts worse than making it to the Super Bowl. I can tell you from experience, nothing worse than making it to the Super Bowl and losing. And Eagles fans, boy, I'll lose any NFC Championship game before I take another Super Bowl loss. Ronbo, I might lose my mind if we lose another one.
I worried about that too. I said, don't go to that Super Bowl and lose. Okay, I know we got this. I'm talking before the Eagles game because I just knew we was gonna win that game, right? So.
Oh man, Ronbo, it feels great knowing that the Seahawks ain't gonna be able to do shit. I mean, Ronbo, Ronbo, even if Kyle does get fired, Ronbo, look around the NFC. Let me ask you, who's the best quarterback in the NFC? Aaron Rodgers at 39? Jalen Hurts, Ronbo, there's no elite quarterbacks in the NFC. I mean, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. They gonna blow themselves out some kind of way. The Giants are ass. The NFC North is a straight shit show. Mariota is the best quarterback in his division, and that's a last stop. And Ronbo,
he's not there anymore. I think Mariota's leaving.
Look at the NFC. Look at the NFC now, Ronbo. The Eagles are finna have that Super Bowl slump. They're not gonna be able to re-sign all of their players. They're gonna overplay Jalen Hurts just like Dak Prescott, and it's gonna be an absolute shit show for the NFC. And the 49ers, we're going to be back in that NFC championship because if history repeats itself, Ronbo, we know in the NFC East, they don't never have the same champion 2 years in a row. That championship crown get passed around like sorority girls at a frat party. So we know that they're not going to get the NFC champion. We know they're not going to win the East again. It's probably going to be the Commanders next year. Ain't no telling who it's going to be.
I could see that, winning that division.
Yeah, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Cry,
die. Cry. I don't feel bad for them bastards, Ronbo. Not in the slightest. Not in the goddamn slightest. But usually I'll be like, man, bring it home.
Yeah, but it's a weird feeling, though, ain't it? Because I don't appreciate the Chiefs holding up that Lombardi, but at the same time, I sure as hell didn't want the Chiefs to win it. The Eagles to win.
Let me tell you something, though. Ronbo, did the Chiefs fans talk shit to us when they beat us? They said they
for a
good
couple
game.
of days afterward, but not
for a couple of days.
Intensely
but the Eagles were
still
talking shit. Oh yeah, they deserved it.
During the game, Eagles, I was still dealing with Eagles fans.
They don't have class, and now they dumbass don't have a ring, just sitting at home. Everybody just one ring and on their shelf, and they in that whole city of Philadelphia. God knows the Sixers ain't shit. That whole city just sitting, they're just ashamed. Sitting in shambles
they can
right
fall
now.
back on Jordan, but after that, that's it.
Yeah, ain't nobody worried about them, bro. They a joke, man. Philadelphia Eagles fans, if you're in here right now, get some help. Because we know you need it right now. Don't hurt yourself. We know y'all need some help right now. Ronbo, that's what the faithful here for. We bring the gold rush. We make you feel better. Just listen to Jalen. Listen to Jalen talk. He gonna make you happy. He gonna make you smile, make you happy.
I always love when you call it, man. You've always got that energy. I love it. So
all they had to do was stay humble, Ronbo. Nah, they wanted to talk shit.
I can
talk shit all day. I can talk shit all day.
Oh man, Eagles fans and Raiders fans are neck and neck on that antagonism. It's things that have nothing to do with it. Y'all won the game. Shut the hell up, man. Y'all should have known.
One play really decided this whole game for them. Did Patrick Mahomes not literally throw 3 touchdowns in the second half? Where was y'all defense? Y'all gave up 38 points. Where was the defense at? Don't blame the refs. Blame the defense.
Because
Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball.
I know. Scooped up
the ball.
and ran in the end zone. Oh!
If he don't fumble the ball, look at the game. If he don't fumble the ball, look at that.
Yeah.
The only turnover of the game, if I'm not mistaken, that was the only turnover of the game.
Yep. Blop, bam.
Yep.
Hey, because the other turnover they wouldn't let it count. Jalen, we got to roll, fam.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see you Tuesday.
Man, let me talk about these sorry ass teams in the West. Man, Ronbo, we the kings of the West.
Kyler's knee needs a 2-year rest. The Rams are a shit show. Hey, I can't complain about that. It's always the best. And Gene D, we know your breath smells like some freaking nasty donkey pest. Let me get a Niners shout out, Ronbo. Eagles fans, I told y'all, man, don't do that. Don't do that. And Raiders, y'all lost to Nick Mullins. I ain't gonna never forget that. Nick Mullins beat y'all.
You got it wound up now. Jalen, see you Tuesday. Oh, God, these are fun moments. Hey, you know, 49 Fables says Vegas already put 49 second favorite to win, plus 600. Oh, Nigel.
To hell with Vegas.
You know, they said, I've told it for them suckers that don't know, Vegas just sets you up to lose. You know? Nigel.
Hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
Nigel, I can hear you now. Go right ahead, Nigel. Come on in and have your say about this whole 2-week. I'm talking the climax. I don't know. How do you feel about this game, Nigel?
Ronbo, I'm in the middle of Missouri, so I don't really. I'm really like, you know, I got a lot of Chiefs fans just not really dunking on me, but kind of celebrating and stuff. And
yeah, if you're in Missouri, you got to watch them. That's the bad thing. Network TV's got to be driving you nuts.
Oh, God. I went to Walmart earlier, Ronbo. I'm wearing my 49ers cap. You know, just because I got to. I'm going to represent 49ers all day. Don't matter.
I know what they said to you.
You know, even if they're in the Super Bowl, don't matter. We got representation in the middle of Missouri. At least me, one person.
Anyway, Nigel, let me ask you this: did they holler at you? Hey, guess we're gonna miss you guys this year, huh?
Ronbo, nobody's gonna say anything to me. I'll smack them upside the head. No, nobody said anything to me. I mean, I'm just minding my business, and you know, and the thing is, I'm not being disrespectful. The thing about Missouri is, in the middle of the country, people aren't disrespectful. Even when they beat us in the Super Bowl a few years ago, they weren't disrespectful. I mean, I was wearing
that's
my
an East Coast, West Coast thing.
I wear it all the time.
Yeah, I knew it.
I wear my Niners gear all the time. I'm not originally from Missouri, so I have no connection to the Chiefs or anything, but anyway, I wear my Niners gear no matter what, win or lose, no matter what.
And comfortably, right? Nobody gives you a hard time.
Now, you know? Yeah, I mean, I've done it for almost 30 years. I've been living here in Missouri for close to 15 years now, and been doing it all the time. But either way, it's kind of a weird feeling, Ronbo, being here in the middle of the country and seeing a small town like Kansas City. I mean, it's a big town, but not as big as like some of the other cities that you would associate with big markets and stuff like that. But it's a weird thing to see kind of a dynasty happen here. You know,
Mahomes is getting ready. 2 Super Bowls in 4 years. That's legendary.
2 Super Bowls in 4 years, Ronbo, and they've been in the NFC Championship
every year. He's 27 years old.
Has been 27, Ronbo. It's pretty incredible.
He's just scratching his prime.
And I've indoctrinated my 6-year-old son. He's a 49ers fan through and through. Born here in the middle of Missouri. All he's known is hearing about the 49ers and, of course, the Chiefs. And he's a 49ers fan through and through. And it's a weird feeling, Ronbo. You know, like, I can understand being in California, Northern California and San Francisco area, the Bay Area. You know, you got a lot of 49ers fans, and it's kind of like the same mentality. But when you're over here, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, man, all these Chiefs fans all the time, all around you, and it's a weird thing. But
well, like you said,
my
fandom
is never going to change. It's never going to change, and it's just kind of one of those things where you're like, you feel like a little bead in the sea of Chiefs. But either way, it was a good game. I kind of thought the last penalty that they called against the the Eagles was kind of cheap, in my opinion. I don't know. I thought it was cheap.
I have no sympathy.
know,
How many
but
times have we been caught in that same hook? You know what? It's hard to
yeah,
sympathize. Yeah.
I just against it. I don't know, man. I'm just like I'm still kind of messed up from when the Chiefs beat us a few years ago too. So
You know, I
I'm
wasn't
not
rooting. You know
forgiving
what?
them
I wasn't
that,
rooting for them. But you know what? You think about this,
Yeah,
Nigel. The latest rage was from losing to the Eagles in the
that's true.
circumstances as they were. That's why I'm still feeling that.
That's
Probably
true.
next year,
Yeah,
you're not gonna catch you rooting for the Chiefs.
yeah. Man, Ronbo, man, I feel like so. This whole couple of weeks, you know, I've been out to restaurants, I've been out to bars and stuff like that, and all you see is Chiefs fans, and I'm like, man, we should be there. You know what I'm saying? Like that should have been. That should not have been the
Depressing. I
Eagles.
know, right? I
That
just
should have been the
knew we were
49ers.
on our way.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And it's just one of those things where it's kind of like one of those things. I'm just kind of jaded right now, and I don't even know. I've blamed all kinds of especially like Kyle Shanahan and everything, and I put my fan hat on, and you know, you get salty about things,
Of
and then you
course.
start kind of seeing things for
Yeah.
what they are. But
I mean, we're
man,
watching the Super Bowl
it's
knowing
like
damn well that should have been us.
we should have been there, Rombo. I mean, we had the team, man. We had everything. But I agree with that guy, Mark, who came on here just a few
On that
calls
day, they
ago.
were the better team.
He
You
was
know what?
real, man. That guy was real.
Yeah,
You know what? He was being real. And to be honest with you, we got whooped, and it is what it is. You know, I've come to terms with it already, but I can't help but feel that we just have the talent.
No matter what, it's going to be impossible to come to terms with it because if we'd have saw everybody on the field, I'm still going to wonder. We got to go though, fam. Let me see you Tuesday.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be calling in, Rombo. I mean, it's a long off season. We got a lot to converse about, but thanks for taking my call, man.
Always a pleasure.
I love all the 49ers faithful. Thanks for giving me the time, Rombo. Thanks for giving us all the time, Rombo.
Thank you for calling.
It's therapy, but have a good rest of your night. I'll talk to you later, man.
You too, Nigel. Night, fam. Hang in there.
Yeah, bye.
And hey, Casey.
What's shaking, Ronbo?
Casey, I think you won tonight from our discussion the other day. Am I right?
No, I had the Eagles in the under. Yeah, but I'm really glad that it went down the way it did.
Eagles on the under. What was the score? What was the number? 40 something or what? 50 something.
No. Well, I got it at 50 and a half. But it was 51 and a half going in.
I saw that number. I was looking at something online. I said 50. That makes sense. This is probably going to be a little higher scoring game.
You know, I've been under the weather the last few days, and then Phil made me feel a lot better when he brought up all that stuff about the cap and how much room the Niners have next year.
Hey, the 49ers are good about that. They do not get in the hole when it comes to cash.
Yeah, and Jalen's call was hilarious, man. I'd love to see that guy get his own show, man.
I know. Jalen gets all pumped up. He was just rolling.
Yeah, and then he almost when you do your Niners shout out, he almost freestyles over it.
I know, right? That's why I do it when he's talking, because I know he's going to keep going.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing when that man calls in. That guy's funny, man. Yeah.
Because Casey, I don't know if you interact very much online with rival fans and fans we're usually having to deal with in an upcoming game or a BB game, but they can get really rude and obnoxious. They're in here now in the chat talking trash, and it's hard to turn the other cheek. I do not. I cannot stand it.
I had a few YouTube videos saved to a special playlist where I'd come back and troll the Eagle fans after they lost the Super Bowl. So I just did that. And I'm really looking forward to going to the gym tomorrow, because 2 weeks ago, there were 20 Eagle fans just around the room. Like, where'd you guys come from? Go back to your nest. And I almost want to get almost want to get like a Chief hat just to troll them. It's like literally the day after the Niners won.
That would have been the thing to do. Even if they know you're a 49er fan, come in with a Chiefs hat on. You know?
I swear, my boy. It was almost worse than the Rams last year, where like, you know, people would literally wear their tags like on their jerseys still, like because they just bought them.
Yeah.
You know.
And usually they are shiny, brand new. You know, you got the flags out in the front yard, sticking in the lawn, asking for me to put lighter fluid on it and light it up and run. You know. So
I think the Niners would have beat this Chiefs team for sure, man.
You know, the 49ers defense was such that it takes teams out of their comfort zone so badly. That's why we had so many scores like we did and domination in the second half. I just know Eagles would have survived, would have been falling right in the same trap 2 weeks ago. Probably the Chiefs too, because the Chiefs did not look that sharp in the beginning. And if you get behind in the first half and ain't ready to go in the second half, it's too late. Niners are going to stop you. Plus, you wanted them so bad.
Man, hats off to the Chiefs, man. They had a good game on all three phases of the ball.
That return at the second half, that was special.
Yeah. The Eagles' red zone defense was laughable tonight, man. That was just.
I mean, they got
they let the Chiefs walk in.
Oh, that was funny.
They let the Chiefs walk in multiple times.
Remember, Brandon Ayuk said that. Remember that.
Yeah,
it's exactly what he
I know.
said.
I'm thinking I'm going to ask Brandon for his Week 1 picks next year.
You know. So you know. I'm looking forward to next season already. And the 49ers are probably looking forward to it, too. They can't wait to get started, I'll bet. Rest up a little bit, get that attitude back. We got some unfinished business again. I know they're going to be thinking that way. So.
Yeah, it's really fun to think about who they'll add next year because they have so much room and whatnot. So.
In case you think about our competition in NFC West, we can go like 6-12 or 14. So wait, let me do the math here, and still win that division. You know, we got nothing but a poop show in the NFC West. I mean, look at the Cardinals are in deep trouble. The Hawks are probably going to lose. They're going to have a lot of new kids on the block, and then you got the Rams, who'll be in purgatory. I mean, they got no money, no picks. What are you going to do with that? Oh, that's frightening. How do you feel the team?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, man. I mean, 6-14 isn't very good. So
look at the Tampa Bay Bucks. What are they, 7-9? They won the division. We have a similar situation.
I was thinking tonight I'd like to see the list of teams that had 9 home games this year. You know, because the schedule now.
But I said 7-9. It's forgot. It's 17 weeks. So it's like you can go 7-10 now. You know, with this division, because I can't see anybody winning over 4 games next year. If Geno Smith and the Hawks can do what they did last year, they might do a little better. But the Rams and the Cardinals.
Well, Ronbo, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, 7-10 isn't very good, but
no, you're gonna get your brains beat out in the playoffs. But still, you know, like the Tampa Bay Bucks did.
I think it's first to 10 gets it though next year.
You know, it's funny now. It better not be. If we go 7-10, I'll be pissed. I don't care if we win the division or not. I'm not winning with 7-10 and still be happy. Anyway, Case. I'll tell you what, I'll be back Tuesday and bring some more Caseyisms and we'll talk.
Sounds good, Ronbo. Hey, shout out Rihanna, Ronbo. I love Rihanna, man. She went from her first single, Pony Replay, to playing in the Super Bowl, man. I remember when she was like 18 years old. She started.
That gorgeous face. I just wish we could have seen that outstanding body, but it was having a baby this week. That's fun. Anyway, hey.
All right, Ronbo. Take it easy, man.
All right, Bill. Have a great night. And Shapiro, I want to see Sirianni's face now. He was all emotional before the game. He was crying. He's crying for a different reason now, though. It's Nighthawk.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
Oh, Nighthawk, man, you sitting out there watching the Eagles, man. You right there where you can see him walking down the street grumbling.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? What's that guy named? He asked Trey Lance, who you picking? He said, I'm going KC.
You know what?
And they asked
go with KC.
Yeah, and they asked Trey Lance, why you pick KC? He said, I just want to pick. I'm picking KC.
Everybody squad. The 49ers squad is picking KC. We went over
there.
there.
He said, and what's his name? I forgot his name. That interviewed him. They asked him why. He said the Eagles when they beat us, it was not a fair game.
Hey.
And then Trey Lance said. Then he said, I got some friends who play for the Eagles with the Eagles, but he said I'm going with KC.
Yeah. Him and most. I want to find. I've not talked to anybody yet that said, yeah, I'm gonna go roll with the Eagles. I've not talked to one 49er fan. Nobody said that. I've not seen anybody in the chat say that. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Eagles. So they couldn't get no support.
Yeah, Trey Lance was like, he's like, I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, KC.
Chiefs. Yeah.
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 And they asked him why.
And he said,
he said, look, they got, because we didn't, it was no game. And the other guy said, it was a good game. He said it was not no good game.
You know what? That's all right. We'll play next year. And I can't imagine them taking the quarterback all the way out. Not 2 or 3 of them anyway, or 2 in the same game. Okay, let's play again, Eagles. Let's see what happens next time.
But like I said, I'm so glad that Mahomes beat them.
You and me both. I didn't want.
I'm so glad Mahomes beat them.
But I didn't want. NetHawk. Honestly, I had to support the Hawks. I mean, the Chiefs, because I'm so pissed off about what happened to us. But at the same time, I don't really want the Chiefs to win. I was hoping both teams would lose, but you can't have that. So,
Yeah, you can't have that.
Yeah, damn it.
I wish it was tied.
And it got tired. The refs got tired. Everybody said, we've been playing this game for 9 hours. We're done. All right, let's just call it a draw. The first one in history, but the refs have already quit. Most of the fans have went home. It's over. Yes! Yes!
It felt so good to see the Eagles talking. I mean, they were talking shit about us. Okay, you guys beat us. Let it go. But you keep on talking and talking. Okay, that's what you get.
See, you have to be humble in that situation, Nighthawk. That's the only thing that pisses you off about Eagle fans. No, you guys, y'all know the biggest reason why you won. So, let's just say nod and say, good game, sorry about y'all's quarterback, but you know how it go, or something like that.
No, they don't. They're not going to say that. They're not going to say sorry about your quarterback. Oh, we beat you.
Yeah. And y'all would have did no better if you kept your quarterback. That's the one that kills me. Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a lesson now. Now they're crying.
And they should be.
I'm so happy. But you know what? We'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
And we got to win that Super Bowl. No, we go to the Super Bowl because, like Jalen was saying, there's nothing worse than going to the Super Bowl and losing it. It took too much work to get there. You go in there and lose it, that's why teams come back the next year and can't play no ball. Eagles going to come back with a swoon. Watch. They're going to be ready to play. This is too much. It takes it all out of you to go over there and get beat.
Yeah, but trust me, they're hungry because I seen they were at the Super Bowl. I think CMC was there and Trey Lance was there
for
too.
Sure.
And they're looking at it. They're like, okay, we got to come back.
And that's the only good thing. We got a great season coming for the 49ers next year because they're mad as hell, and they want to do everything they can to get another shot. Especially George Kittle, these guys that are getting up there. What is George? Is George near 30 yet? If he is 30?
I don't know.
Yeah, these guys don't have time to keep having these little flub-ups like this one. So, they want to get that ring now. I mean, right yesterday. So, and injuries.
Yeah,
and
because
like
I got
that
an Eagle fan. I got an Eagle fan tomorrow. Yeah, I got an Eagle friend I got to deal with tomorrow too. So,
well, you ain't got to deal with him. He's got to deal with you, because he can't say nothing.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, if you start talking, I'll be like this. Well, you can't. I'm gonna start laughing at their face. It's so good today. I feel so good.
Doesn't it? See, I see. Get back here Tuesday and tell me how it went back at work.
Yeah, can you give me a shout out?
Oh, yeah, of course. Nighthawk. Have a great night, Phil.
See you next time. Nighthawk is out.
He is. Nighthawk. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how was your night?
Michael, it got better. It's Michael, it's so funny. I couldn't get real high, and I definitely couldn't get low. And we're watching a game that has nothing to do with me or you.
Same here.
I'm sitting there watching it, but I was kind of delighted that the Eagles lost.
What a game tonight.
Yeah.
But you know what? Both played good. They looked at the score. They both scored like crazy.
It
wasn't no blowout.
Game,
it was neck to neck.
Yeah.
It was a game, and I like a game. I don't like a blowout. I like a good game. Two good quarterbacks going against each other.
Yeah.
You know?
They
I'm glad that KC won because my daughter is an Eagles fan, so I pushed that on the side.
It's fun to have relatives, right?
Like, I said, last week you played against the handicapped Niners. You know that. Your dad could have played quarterback for that day. Probably would have beat you.
Hey, but what was the reaction to that? Did she say things like oh, man, that wouldn't have made any difference, man. You guys were going to beat the Eagles.
No,
that's the
said,
conversation
okay,
I can't handle.
Well, no, she told me to pull out my jersey from high school. I said, why? That's the Cardinals jersey. I got to get a Niners jersey. So I said, I'll play quarterback for the dad. I could beat the Eagles. I was good back then. I had scholarship with Michigan back in 96, 97.
All right. So you actually did play QB.
Yeah.
All right.
I played quarterback with Burnett. Yeah. No, I was like one of those running type of quarterbacks, like Steve Young. I was one of those type of quarterbacks that run.
Elude trouble. Huh? I like that.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was one of those type of guys. I used to sneak through. Oh, I was good, man. Trust me. A lot of guys could say, yeah, that was quick.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we did,
I was happy. It was a good
week.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was very happy. Now everybody starts clean sweep. 0-0.
It's scratch.
Now the Niners have to do. They need to find some good pieces to sign, some good free agents out there. There's plenty of them out there that would probably love, The main thing is sign some key free agents on our team, man. Try to get our team back together again.
Yeah, we got to sign a lot of our people. There's going to be a lot of one-year contracts signed again. We got to sign Bosa.
Yes.
So,
yes, Bosa. I hope we get Bosa signed. We got to sign Bosa.
There's no doubt about
my
that.
Dream, my friend.
That's priority one.
My friend said, imagine bringing another Bosa brother from San Diego in or Los Angeles. I said, I wish you could be the two Bosas together. That'd be nice.
Oh, my God.
One on one end, the other one on the other end. The two Bosa train attack.
No.
But no, the other one won't.
No, that's too much money anyway.
Thing,
that's a lot of money for just the two of them.
Yeah. But no, the running game looked good today. Yeah.
Yeah. What running game?
The running game that the guy from Kansas City I guess he was from Rochester. The other guy.
Yeah. Both those guys. The one from the Giants did a good job today, and also the one who reminds you of Elijah Mitchell running. But he actually hits that hole harder than Elijah, and that's saying something. Oh my God!
No, the other guy would have had a touchdown if the other guy didn't clip him. He would have had it.
If he could have waited just a split second more to cut off his the guy pulling,
that would have been a touchdown all the way. Would have been a touchdown all the way. But I'm glad.
That would be the first in Super Bowl history.
I thought it would be the first time we'll see overtime. Remember, no Super Bowl ever went to overtime. Out of 57 Super Bowls, none of them went to overtime. I thought tonight would have been the first one.
Is that right?
That would have been history right there. Yep. First time in history would have been.
Wow. So you had almost two first times forever. That run back from coast to coast on the return, that would have been the first.
Yep.
And overtime has never happened in Super Bowl history. That's really, wow.
Never happened. Never. Out of 57 Super Bowls, none.
Well, actually
I like to check. I like to look back at the Super Bowl. Yeah. How many blowouts? Out of 57 Super Bowls, how many blowouts were there? I like to look into that.
Well, the 49ers blew out one. That Chargers game, they beat the Chargers into some Memphis.
I was a junior in high school that year. Yep, I was a junior that year. I remember that one. That was a blowout. Jerry Rice and Steve Young, boy.
God,
what a combination. Oh, the murder. They can remember that. So I'm just happy. All those Eagle fans now could go cry. Cry, baby, cry. Rest in peace. Now it's time for eating some Eagles tonight. We'll eat some birds. A lot of Eagle fans went back home crying tonight when I saw them. I said, oh, what? You can't take the loss? Like, come on.
Eagles fans, they're a very passionate group. They're not handling this well. You know it. That's pretty funny.
No, they're not. My friend wants to make a shirt that says Eagles, with the eagle with the stone. He wants to make something like that. Put the eagle in the gravestone and I said, you make that? Promote it for all the Eagle fans. Just put it out there. Yeah, no.
Oh, hey, Denver got beat to death too. Denver took more than one beating too from somebody else.
Oh, Denver?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Was it against us? Was it against us?
No, Denver got beaten badly by the Cowboys.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I think Elway was quarterbacking, I think.
Well,
I know they're not. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see, though, how the 49ers. I really enjoyed how the Chiefs handled the aggression of that Eagles front line. I said, you know what? You don't need to depend fully on the offensive line.
No.
What they got. Make sure you attack that offensive line with a force. Like the immovable.
And look how Mahomes won tonight. Look how Mahomes ran tonight. I said, oh my God, this guy got steroids going.
There was no pockets
nothing was broken. Nothing was broken.
Well, you're supposed to run against Eagles like that, but I'm talking about that pass rush. That shouldn't have been the case. They shouldn't have been able to get on the 49ers like that. They were all over the 49ers like white on rice on every snap.
Yeah, they were. But I hope next year they could carry 3 quarterbacks. I hope that rule comes back. With 3 quarterbacks.
You know what?
And Brayton, what Niners should do?
What?
Niners should get a receiver that could play quarterback. Look at the college guys to see who has experience in quarterback.
There's a lot.
And use that as your secret weapon. That's what football players teams should do.
You don't have time during the week of preparation time, though, to do that kind of thing.
But there's some that did play quarterback, too, in college that switched to different positions.
No, I know. What they
Niners
should do.
did pick up a tight end.
Well, work on that stuff in preseason and get it down so you can revisit it during the course of the season because there's no time from Monday to Friday. We got to go, fam. And I'll see you Tuesday. If you got time.
All right, baby. Tuesday, perfect.
All right.
Remember, have a good night. And hello, Niners. Good night, buddy.
Yeah. Night, Michael. Hey, Frank. We caught Frank last time, and I know he was in the middle of a fish sandwich and couldn't come to the phone. Yo, Frank. All right. Mamacita. You ready for some Latino heat? I am too. Latino heat. Latino heat. Latino heat.
Yeah.
This season's been nothing but BS, ain't it? This is like, as I'm sitting there watching that game, man, it's a great game.
It was kind of boring.
But I can't enjoy it. I thought it was nip and tuck, and it's going back and forth, and neither team wanted to win. Couldn't stop the other one for a while. And at the end, Andy Reid and the experience and Mahomes took over like you probably expected it would.
Yeah, it was just a boring game. You got over there, Hurts quarterback sneak every damn fourth and third and ones. I'm like, dude, if y'all don't do something else, I'm like, gosh, this shit is horrible. I said, man.
Papa Dragon put it out on Twitter. He said they got 6 plays. 11 plays.
One team was playing defense. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I was like, y'all just gonna let each other score? I was like, man, players wide open on both sides. I'm like, gosh, what is this?
That's why I told that dude on Twitter. He's talking about the Eagles. They got y'all beat in every category. Oh, okay, listen. Even if I accept that, how about the coaches? How about the coaches?
You know what? I had told people 2 weeks ago after Purdy went down, I said, the Chiefs are going to win this game and it's going to set up for Andy Reid to retire. I even said it on the show. This is what they wanted. I said they didn't want the Eagles to win. They just wanted to use the Eagles as a tool. Because if we would have went in there, Chiefs wouldn't have won that damn game. There would have been so much defense. Mahomes didn't know what to do with himself. He got hurt. He got his ankle hurt. He wouldn't have came back at that half. If Fred Warner would have got a hold of him, he would have sat his little ass down. He would have been like, yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm done. No, that's why they wanted the Eagles in there.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted this to happen. I'm sorry to say, Ron, you talking about it's not rigged. NFL is rigged, dude. They got plans for it.
Don't tell me that.
But no.
Vaya,
Ronbo, every sport is rigged. From boxing, the tennis, the baseball, golf, every sport is rigged.
Anywhere there's
if
big
you're
money.
lucky, you win. You don't, you don't. Yeah. They don't prove it so many times with faulty calls in the NBA, faulty calls in the NFL. This shit is rigged. It don't matter what we do, Ronbo, you still got to watch the game at the end of the day.
I know, but in the back of my mind, when I get mad, I'm going to get extra mad because I know it's set up.
I'm going to tell you when football got horrible, when they talk about the ball has to just cross the plane to get a tackle. No, make it like what it used to be. Fight your ass in there. That's when the football got faulty and sad. After that, football has really been the same.
Emilio, Tom Brady and company with don't hurt the quarterback. That's when it started losing some poise, too.
The reason football got worse with defense is that after Peyton Manning started crying in that Super Bowl, when Seattle started beating up their damn receivers. That's when everything went really to shit.
And they beat Peyton up,
they're
too.
hitting my receivers before I can get to them. Like, dude, it's football. Like, really? Come on now. If you don't see that shit is faulty, I can't tell you what else is.
Some people start talking about it's going to be flag football within the next 10 years.
It might be. Shit, you see that one commercial they made with that one woman Mexico football player? Shit, it might be. Catch me if you can.
Because
you didn't see that commercial?
You probably you know what? You're gonna see women. That was during the halftime. Well, I missed that one. I'm gonna go back and watch it again anyway.
No, it was a commercial. Yeah, it was a woman Mexico, I guess, flag football store. She had made a commercial. Everybody was trying to tackle her, nobody could. Kept spinning out the way and just.
Seems like did they run all off the field and everything else? I do remember something like that. I was running around.
So yeah, they were just running all over. She was running all over the place. People were just trying to take her flags and nobody could. There was a couple players. It had Ramsey in it. It had who was it? Devontae Adams in it. It had a few football players in there.
No. For those for Super Bowl, they always get everybody to work in those expensive ass commercials. But it is evolving and it's going to change some more, Emilio. Tell you what, in the next 2-3 years, what we're pissed off about what they're doing now, it's going to get worse as far as rules go. As long as there's a safety hazard involved.
I didn't got used to it. No, I didn't got used to it. It is what it is. Sports are changing. NBA is not the same anymore. All the sports are not the same. Baseball is not the same. All sports are changing with time. They're trying to look at the quote unquote for health. I mean, I understand and I get it. You don't want people. You look at what happened to Muhammad Ali. You don't want stuff like that to happen. You're over traumatize your head. So I get that. I understand. It's good. But you just got times change. You got to change. You got to evolve. It is what it is.
The betting lines too, Emilio. Don't think Vegas doesn't have something to do with it.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, as the sport evolves, that stuff changed. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, Vegas is what it is. They're gonna get their money either way, regardless of whatever happens, no matter what happens.
Well, that's true. So they just sit back and laugh, because as I said, man, the suckers that don't know betting on the Eagles to win this game by that point spread, y'all go be paying. I know you go be paying. And they did.
No, that was not the Eagles Super Bowl. And that's, like I said, it wasn't. That's all Andy Reid. You see, they asked Andy Reid, you finna retire? Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about this. I'm like, yeah, that's what they want. If he doesn't come back, it's a given. He's been the coach for so many years. He was with the Eagles 10 years, and he never
2 years.
won. Well, he's been with the Patriots 10 years.
Two more.
He was with the damn Eagles about 10 or more, 15
years. He's going 2 more years.
Never won the Super Bowl.
2 more years, though. He ain't gonna leave yet.
Well, see what happens, but I think he does, personally.
All right.
What else does he have to prove? He's got his Super Bowls. He
can't leave Patrick.
Coach for years.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got Bieniemy. He's all right. He ain't got nothing to worry about. Bieniemy supposed to run that offense anyway, so it ain't nothing he needs to worry about. So it's not like they're not going to get hands.
Would hire Bieniemy, because Bieniemy's name is top of the list every year.
I don't see why they wouldn't. They'd be. Who else would replace them? It's the same offense. Why would you change anything from Mahomes? It's the same offense.
That's a good point.
You change anything?
Good point. But you could just hire a new head coach and Bieniemy could still be the OC, and then he get mad and leave.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think he. That's why I said I think he would want the head coaching job. I mean, it'd make it easier just to hire in house for him.
I fully agree. That makes sense. But I don't know about some of these owners. I'm gonna see you Tuesday and be looking forward to talking about what we're gonna do next for the 49ers.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Yeah, all these Eagles crying. Yeah, I guess they know what it feels now. We're better than everybody. Yeah, no, I guess not today. maybe next year, like we heard. Maybe next year.
Damn right.
Oh, and I guess the Chiefs did break the curse about the whole, what was it, the Rocky Balboa that you put in the shirt on there. I guess they broke the curse. I guess.
And the MVP never wins the Super
All
Bowl.
right.
All right, Phil.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
All right, have a good night.
And you know what? I didn't know the Chiefs hung that shirt on Rock. Big Chief said, we're hanging on there in a minute. Ain't anybody worried about no curse? Donut and Tay. Eagles lost the game, and you know that's a fact. While the fans are screaming, saying, what's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh-wee, what's up with that? Donut and Tay. I love y'all. And Donna Bell, come on in, DB.
Hey, Ronbo, what's happening? You remember my number, huh?
Now I remember you clearly. Now, Donna Bell used to be in the chat all the time. So yeah.
Yes. Well, listen, I told you I got a little ditty I wrote for the Eagles fans. I heard that they creep around.
All right.
Comment. So yeah, and you may remember this tune too, Ronbo. Hey, Niner fan, bang bang Niner gang. Okay, it say, cry like an eagle,
feeling free. Cry like an eagle, let the spirit set you
another ray. Anyway, so I did not look at the Super Bowl. I didn't look at the Super Bowl because I'm doing it again. You know how I disappeared for a couple of years.
You know, I tried not to watch. Coming into the weekend, I said, man, I ain't gonna watch that damn stuff. And then as soon as it came up, you know, I got to peek in to see how this goes. I couldn't stand it, and I was delighted with what I've seen. You need to go back and watch it. You'll love it. The Eagles running around here talking about how they're superior. They had that game won, Donna Bell. Actually, at one point, it looked like he was totally dominating that game, and the Chiefs came back and got him in the second half, whipped him like stiff children. It was fun. We the Chiefs. Y'all ain't got no business being out here. You thinking you're going to win this game?
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I didn't. I'm boycotting it again. That one caller, it was one guy left a message. He's from Australia. So to him,
Tony,
I think his name was Jason. I say Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And then it was shout out to another guy. But the guy that just hung up, I've been saying for about 3 years, I do believe it's rigged. I do believe it's rigged. NFL, NBA, as soon as they legalize gambling, everything's done by analytics and by the numbers.
There is a connection, isn't there? Because
yeah,
NBA
it's a serious connection, but I'll leave it alone. So I haven't bought any 49ers items in about 2 years or more on purpose.
Yeah.
Because no, I ain't supporting. I mean, I love 49ers, true enough.
No, I mean,
I love
league
my 49ers.
and its way of doing things. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not doing it. You know, I love you, Ronbo. You know I love Ronbo.
God, thanks,
Sport. And my 49ers family, love y'all. That's okay. Next year is another year. We didn't have a quarterback, flat out.
I know,
and I don't
right?
even know all of the fundamentals of football, but I do know you need a quarterback.
You need one.
I know that much.
If the other team goes, you can't do nothing but run the ball,
okay.
what do they have to do? Nothing.
Right.
Just
If
sit
you know
there
they're
and
going
wait
to
till you
load the
try.
box and then just keep us out the end zone. And that's okay, too. But then with Philly and them, they own some garbage. I don't know why they're so in love with Rocky. That was just a movie by an actor.
Right? And a fictitious character and hanging his shirt on him
but
is not a
to
curse.
them, it's God. You know, but like I say, love you, Rombo. Love your show. I ain't going to hold your show up too long.
I love you
49er
back. It's
fans
okay.
love you. Lamb fans, they are gluttons for punishment. They keep coming back for
Jim
more.
Everett's in here talking
That's
trash
all right.
even as we speak.
Right. Well, come on back, honey. You need to see what a real team fan group gathering looks like, so I get that.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Well,
exactly right.
Yeah, love you all. God bless you. Bang, bang, nine again. Cry like an eagle. Because you lost another ring. Bye-bye.
Bye, Donna. Looking forward to hearing from you again as soon as possible. Be back Tuesday, just to let you know. Oh, Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Rumble?
Bethel, it's sort of like it's not a revenge or, it's kind of refreshing. We get closure on a game that we thought we should have won because if the Eagles would have went in there and beat the
Yeah.
Chiefs, then everybody could say, y'all might not have beaten the Chiefs. So the Eagles did. So, yeah, the best team won. See, Bethel, that would have been hard to endure for months and months and months until we get to play them next year. That'll start some. People got banned on Twitter.
I actually told my friend to bet on Kansas City to win, to bet the over, because it's going to be a big, big thing. Because if you look at it, it was predicted it was going to be 34-37.
Yeah.
They just changed it to the Chiefs by 1 point and Eagles by 1 point. That's it. Yeah.
That is too close.
So, yeah, that's very too close.
The only problem I have with that is those guys are too good actors if that's the case. How do you make that happen? The refs had a minimum amount of mess-ups today compared to what they usually do.
I didn't see the game because I already knew what was going to happen. So
I know what you mean. 1 point.
I go.
You know what?
Why watch it? You already know.
But we don't. We don't look at. There's a lot of computer models that they run. There's a system where you run millions of scenarios, probably running for 2 or 3 days or something like that, and they can come up with these numbers.
That's the reason why they didn't want the Niners to play, because if you see, our defense did not give up a lot of yards, did not give up a lot of stuff. Our
Ruin the
defense
game,
kept
right?
the Eagles in check.
Boring.
Yeah. The only thing that we didn't have a quarterback. Our quarterback was, doing what he did, and they were getting, easy touchdowns by, 20-yard line. So, instead of Kyle, punting the ball, he was going down 4th down every time, even though you couldn't
I know, right?
throw the ball.
The Eagles use 4 downs every time. It didn't work today, which is pretty funny, because it was working in the first half.
Yeah, but the adjustments, that's what you have to do to,
Because quarterback sneaking will work.
And then the funny part is that Debo said it too. He goes, the one that was taking up Ayuk, he called him, he was trash, and you can see it in this game, he was trash because they were giving up a lot of yards and touchdowns.
And that was him that got juked out of his mind. Remember, the receiver ran inside, and he took the fool with him. Instead of him staying back, keeping distance when he's got options, and runs back all by himself. The defender standing, look like you can see a big question mark standing up on the field. Pick your jock up and get off the field.
Because if our defense was out there, our defense would have not gave up that much points.
We'd have definitely did better than the Eagles, I know. Because our defense is just, we're all around defense. The Eagles got a good pass rush,
Yep.
But, people can say what they want to about Demo and everybody else in that secondary. They work hard, and they do a pretty good job. So I'm not comparing that. We'll get it together.
Yeah, so it was, I seen, some of the highlights and some of the stuff that was going on there, but, it's actually also funny. There's a YouTuber, Cowboys YouTuber. He was over here saying that, we were crying because we lost against the Eagles. I'm all like, wasn't he the same guy that made the video was crying when we beat their ass at our home?
That's what I was getting ready to ask you.
I'm like, why are you making a video of it?
Oh, there's no shame among some fans, you know? If I'm a Cowboy, I don't have nothing to say to a 49er at all about anything until next year. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny when I seen that video. I'm all like, you're calling us that we're whining and we're crying?
And we excuse you guys 2 years back to back.
Beat him?
You know?
Yep.
Got to be kidding.
And plus, our rookie quarterback has more playoff wins than his $40 million quarterback. so that's another shit. Yeah. And plus, our rookie has a championship appearance more than other quarterbacks that are getting paid a lot of money. Like Carter, like the Raiders quarterback, he hasn't made it to a championship.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken,
Kyler Murray.
There's Kyler Murray. Yeah, that's another one.
Lamar Jackson.
So
yeah, the list
Lamar
goes on
Jackson,
and on.
Yeah.
So you know.
So yeah.
But Bethel, we gotta go, and I'll be seeing you Tuesday, and see what develops in Ninerville. All right.
Yeah. Hit the like. Punch the like, you haters, even though you're in here.
Nah, they're just
and subscribe.
They're all constipated. That's why they come in here. You know?
All right. Have a great night, Ronbo. And let's go Niners.
All right, Bethel. See you later, fam. And hey, yo, B-Ham.
Rumbo.
B-Ham, get to the other place because you're coming in that signal where we can barely hear you.
Hold on. How about now? Can you hear me?
Okay, it's a little better. Okay. B-Ham, it's over.
It's over, Ronbo. And the fucking Eagles shouldn't have won anyway.
And they
shouldn't have beat us.
To begin with.
And they did.
Yeah.
I got a homeboy who been Jalen this, Jalen that, Jalen. I was just texting him. Problem is, Jalen don't play every position on the field.
B-Ham, you're breaking up again.
I said I had to text my partner. The problem is he don't play every position on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he only plays one position.
That's right.
And football is a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have everybody out there, especially when you're going against a $500 million quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
And at this level, at this point in the series and season, you come out there half-stepping, get beat.
I'm gonna say this, Ronbo. I'm from Alabama. Jalen went to Alabama. I knew what his weaknesses was. I wanted the Eagles to win for Devontae Smith. But
you got a lot of Bama
at the end,
over there. Just realizing Eagles, two.
Yeah,
more than that,
yeah. But at the end of the day, Ronbo, I don't give a damn about them cocksuckers winning because they beat us to get there. So I'm glad they got their
ass right? Did you try to be impartial when you was watching it? I couldn't do it. I was going to try to be impartial, and then I got mad watching the game because the Eagles was out there. They was doing pretty good. I got mad.
It gives me great pleasure to know that them bums went out there and they was riding high talking about what they did to the 49ers, number one defense. Well, hey, man, you wouldn't have beat us if we had had a substantial quarterback in the game. You remember that. So before you go to talking, you still had one more game to play.
Yeah.
You know?
No one to be humble.
It just didn't go your way.
Because
you got to be humble.
And you can answer this too, because I've been asked this question several times by a lot of fans. If y'all would have took out the Eagles quarterback, you wouldn't have been running smack? Look, y'all got to realize something. We ain't in Philadelphia. 49er fans, we got a little more class than that. If I see that we had an advantage like that, I'm going to say, we got to wait this time. But you know what? We might have won that game. Otherwise, y'all don't even know. But still, we ain't sitting around here blowing no smoke because we had a huge advantage. That would have been all I said. I wouldn't have said anything more than that.
If everybody would have said, hey, the game we won, but
I would have liked to see what it would have been like had y'all quarterback.
Exactly. I say that on every team we play all season long, too.
It.
I want to beat them at 100%. I ain't, if we beat them otherwise, then they can say, yeah, we would have had. I don't want to hear it.
But everybody, I don't want to hear that bull monkey crap about this, that, or the third. Hey, man. Hey, y'all won. Y'all beat us. Now y'all just got y'all ass kicked by somebody.
See what happens when the team has their quarterback? Y'all can't beat a team with a quarterback, can you? See? Y'all need a quarterback to leave the game, and then you can win. I can't wait to get ready to talk trash.
One of my buddies, he a Cowboy fan. He gonna say, "Well, they beat us, didn't they?" I said, "Yeah, they beat y'all with a backup quarterback." So what is you saying?
Put up
you think
40
about
points.
it, man. They ain't, and the thing good is they ain't played nobody all year long. They didn't. We was really probably the first true test that they ran into as far as a complete team.
And scared them to death in the first quarter.
I give them credit because they took our quarterback away.
Best,
they did what they were supposed to do.
Yep.
But you didn't finish the season, and now your ass is on the way back to Philly. It's a long flight, and I pray that the song that they're listening on the way back home is "Cry Like an Eagle."
Would it be funny if the pilot was a Chiefs fan and he plays that over the PA system in the plane?
That plane might not even take off, Ronbo.
Excuse me, fans. That was an accident. I didn't know I had it on the exterior speaker. My bad.
I thought it was the other team. I thought I was flying the Kansas City Chiefs or something. But Ronbo, he was a guy that called in a few minutes ago. It was a Super Bowl that did go into overtime. Just to get that corrected.
Which one?
Brady came back and beat Kyle Shanahan.
Was that an overtime Super Bowl?
Yes, it was. 34-28.
Yeah.
They never got a chance to possess the ball in overtime. In overtime.
Proceeded to win the game. Yeah.
Yeah, they came back. So that was the first overtime Super Bowl. So, hey, I guess we'll sit back and wait and watch some USFL in a couple of weeks.
I can't watch that. Especially when the 49ers get. If the 49ers would have won, I'd be all over that stuff. I bet you. My whole attitude would be up for that. But yeah,
well,
I know.
I can't continue to just watch basketball, Ronbo. So I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if it's flag football. I'd rather see that.
No, man, because I tell you, don't get me started on the NBA.
I'm just a football fan.
You and me both.
Hey,
I see.
Thing you do, Ronbo. Thanks for the platform, man, and hopefully we make some drastic changes, and we'll be in this predicament next year where we is on the winning side, celebrating Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, no doubt. We're going to compete no matter what. How far we go is the thing. All right, fam. See you.
Have a good one, man.
You too. Be ham. Be careful out there, and I'll see you Tuesday. All right. Night, fam.
No problem.
And we go back to check out on Frank. Hey, Frank.
Ronbo.
Frank.
What's up, Ronbo?
Man, we sitting up here chuckling because, we wasn't in the Super Bowl, so we can laugh, Hey, Frank, you know what I don't know, though? If the Eagles would have won, I'm not sure if I'd be in a good mood. Now, that the Eagles got the butt whooped, I'm tickled to death. I wonder how we'd feel, though, had they won that game.
Oh, man. It was a good game. A little back and forth game. Yeah, good game. I give Jalen Hurts a little credit. He played a good.
They ran the same plays all day. Yeah. Did you notice that? And it worked.
Yeah.
4, 5,
that
6
was
plays.
been nothing there, Ron. But I still couldn't. My stomach couldn't take it, man. That wasn't enough playing this week, man. I hope that Cal really they watch that game and see that was the best thing Patrick Mahomes had going for him.
Offensive
line protection.
Yeah.
The offensive line protection, Ron.
Keep that heat off of it.
They had a good offensive line played a heck of a game. And he had time back in their pocket to make stuff happen. Or for high ankle sprain.
Had one
You know,
leg.
so
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. So that's the main thing I just took from it. Like I hope we really watch that game and really like we got to build our line up. You know what I'm saying. So you know, go ahead. So you know, you just got to build that. You know, just got to build that offensive line, man. That's it, man. But take my hat off to the Chiefs.
Or
You know,
do something
they
different with it like the
Yeah,
Chiefs did. I love the way the Chiefs, everybody protected Patrick Mahomes that was available to do so. I really loved it, the way they didn't have no one-on-one ever. You know? I said, you know, that's amazing.
They just came. They never feel like they did it again. They on 10. They came back. But I guess they made the adjustments at halftime. Because the first half, I'm like, man, oh, man. Like,
Look like the Eagles going to win it, right? I
know.
Yeah.
But I knew that. I said, no, second half, okay, they're going to make the adjustment. Yes, I said, they're going to make the adjustment. And they definitely did.
Sure
so,
did. Damn.
You know, it's over with now. I was rooting for the Chiefs. And now I want Philly to win that game.
Frank, at least you admit it.
You know, so
I never admitted I wanted the Chiefs to win. I refused to do it. I don't want nobody to hear me say it.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted the Chiefs to win. I mean, cause that supposed to be nuts, man. That supposed to be nuts, man. We both been.
I know, but it wasn't.
I
didn't even. I was trying not to care.
Man. Yeah, and then the best part about it though, when Dak Prescott got booed.
Was Dak out there? I didn't even know it.
No, because he won the man of the man of the year award or something like that.
They gave that to Dak.
The Walter Payton. He won. Yeah, before the game started.
Dak won the Walter Payton Award.
Yeah, Dak won the Jones. Yeah, in the Philly. Well, you know, of course, they was Philly fans. Or Philly fans, you know, was born. So, you know, they're in the same, conference.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to understand though. Why did Dak win the Walter Payton Award?
Mm-hmm.
I need to find out what the criterion is for winning. You know.
Yeah, Dak won the Jones. Yeah, so they booed him though.
Isn't that for community involvement?
Man, that's all.
I gotta go check that
Yeah,
out.
I think it's a good thing. Like I say, hey, you know, it's a good. Yeah, I think community involvement. I think so that's good that he won it. He's showing that he's doing. You know, doing what he's supposed to do for the community. So that's good.
Yeah, but I don't. Why,
it's just funny that they booed him.
We got some people that could have been eligible for that award. Why
no, yeah, Eric Armstead was out there. He was out there. Yeah,
Dak,
Eric Goff and a lot of other players was out there.
Well, you know what? I don't know what Dak does. I mean, I'm just. I guess I'm not sure what he does. So I'll just hush on that. All right.
So. It was just funny that he got booed. That's all.
No, but come to think of it, Eagle fans do not like no Dak.
I know well, they at home with us, man. So man, hopefully, man, next year, man, Ronbo, man, that'll be us in there, man. But the number one thing, man, build that offensive line. Build that offensive line. That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Build
People
that
say,
line.
well, with the offensive line, it got pretty hurt. I know, but you know what? Our whole approach on protecting the quarterback has got to shift. We cannot keep doing the same thing we're doing. Quarterbacks are dropping like flies every year. Why isn't every team having that experience? Why? Because they do things differently. We need to do things differently as well. That's just all it is.
And look who was holding. Look who called in the game on that holding call. Bradbury. And, you know, you didn't hear Debo. It was like, man, he trash. He was on one of them little shows. He was talking about Bradbury. They was asking him. They was like, Debo was like, man, he trash. They was like, he trash. He was like the opening of the game when Brock got hurt.
Debo said that?
Debo told him trash. They say Bradbury trash. Because remember, that's who was checking IU. I told you it was touchdown. If Purdy had a little bit more time, IU was why the Debo was talking about it. Debo was talking. He said Purdy had so much separation from him.
It was ridiculous.
That would have been a touchdown.
That's
why. A touchdown.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
that wasn't going to stop. If Ayuk owns a receiver, a cornerback, that usually goes on all night. Stephon Diggs' brother knows he's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know that's it. That's all I got from was the Roms. You know,
we just ran the clock on us perfectly anyway.
Yeah.
So, Frank, I see you Tuesday. If you got time, be back to talk some more.
Okay, Rombo.
All right.
Yeah, well, good one, man. Love you, Rombo.
I love you
my
too,
mother
man.
say hi, Rombo.
Hey, say hi to Mom for me too.
He said hi. He said hi, and my daughter. She said hi, Rombo.
Send my love to all of them. All right.
Yeah, okay. He said send his love to all y'all. All right, Rombo. See you Tuesday.
Looking forward to it, Frank. Night, fam.
All right. All right. Good night. All right.
And here comes Papa Dragon, who pointed out something I hadn't paid much attention to. I did notice that no matter what the Eagles did, it looked the same all the time. And then Bob comes out on Twitter and says, they're running 11 plays. I said, you know what? That's why I'm falling asleep every time they get an offense because they're not doing anything different. That's what it was. Oh, man. Hey, Bob, that was a great observation. That's funny.
You see the call sheet. That wasn't the call sheet the offensive coordinator was holding. That was the entire playbook. Screenshots from Madden on there.
Hey, but Pop, you know what? I just realized something, though. When you know you're never going to stop on the fourth down, except they only did it a couple of times, I think, the whole game, right? But if you know that you've got 4 downs because you don't care about fourth down. We ain't punting. And it works for the Eagles a lot. But today, they played that out. And Madden,
Man, dude probably was shit. I swear to God, dude. There's just so many different ways. A good defense busts that offense up.
That's what they did. Right. They looked at it. It's like you called them in the second half, and they talked about it.
They didn't play anybody all year. But the good news about the NFL though is that they're going to have a whole season of watching these 11 plays. So it'll be a little bit more difficult for them next year.
They better add a 12th to 13th play because you're right.
I was literally sitting there calling the plays before they were running them. I was like trying to pull my Tony Romo. I was like, okay, here comes the draw. He's going left.
He's going to roll out, and there he goes. He's going to run out, and he can't get it. The pursuit is too hot. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Oh, there he goes.
The crazy thing is that they almost won the Super Bowl with it, but
with 11 plays.
Like the 49ers with Kaepernick, though.
I
said
NFL
it.
History.
I called it. I was like, look. I was like, Jim Harbaugh, you better win this Super Bowl with this quarterback right now because it's going to be different next year.
That's Frank. That's Frank.
Next year.
Hey, you point out something to pick me up with Frank. He would call the same plays. I was calling the plays. I remember that year I said, I already know what he's going to do next. I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why, yep. And the defense knows it too, don't they? If we know it, everybody knows it. Oh.
And history repeats itself too, by the way. I was having a discussion with some of my football buddies the other day, and we're talking about, who everyone's favorite so-and-so is and that kind of thing, right? So we're all sitting up there talking, right? And I'm like, oh, who's your favorite running back? I'm like, oh, CMC's my favorite running back. I love watching him play. He's got a lot of game. He's it. He's like Marshall Faulk 2.0, the white version. He is that good, right? And they're like, well, who's your favorite quarterback? I'm like, that's Patrick Mahomes, dude.
And like, everybody's favorite quarterback now. Mahomes is.
I would pay $1,000 to watch him play. He can play.
God, he's amazing.
He's crazy. He's got crazy quarterback skills, right?
And he lost his mind out there today. He forgot his ankle was hurt. Did you see him jamming down the field? Patrick was jamming. Like, as soon as he fell down, oh, shit, I forgot my ankle. Whoa! Dude, what kind of drugs did they pump you up with?
I'm just saying, he has only lost to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. He's going to be tough to beat. He's never played a playoff game that wasn't at home. He is going to be tough to beat.
He had missed an
my favorite coach
in how many since he's been in the league.
Right. My favorite coach was a tie between Tomlin and Andy Reid. Right. I love the way Andy Reid coaches because he empowers his players. He's like the dad of the locker room. Everyone comes to him. He's the leader. He sets the tone. He sets the pace. He tells his players, "Hey, look, don't give them no locker room material. Don't talk no shit.
Yeah.
You lose like a champion. You win like a champion. You work hard. We'll take care of yourself, and that carries on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this Super Bowl was won in the offseason because of the leadership that Andy Reid bestowed upon his players.
Yep.
So when Patrick Mahomes gets all the new receivers together to work out in Texas, they show up to camp. They're ready to go. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's like the huge difference between this team, why they're going to be so hard to beat. Because this is the first time that a quarterback who's the highest paid in the league has won a Super Bowl. A player that takes up that much
and the MVP award and still won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. But I picked them to win. But you should know this. My philosophy is always, when it comes to games, I always pick the best quarterback and the best coach. So if they got a top coach and a top quarterback, I'm going to pick you to win because guess what? If I bet every Tom Brady Super Bowl, I'm going to win 70% of the time.
Which was the case.
Here, right?
And,
because it's like
Belichick's over there, like you say, if you do a coach and quarterback, Belichick's over there, regardless as to whether he's calling plays, that he's over there. So that means the other team ain't scoring no points today.
And I was losing my damn mind. They're overturning pass plays. Andy Reid's throwing the flag. I'm like, oh my god, what the?
How you do? I could stick it in the back of your mind. Kyle, hope you're watching. That's how you do.
I was having post-traumatic stress, dude. I was having post-traumatic stress. Man. I was like, oh my god, this is not happening.
3 flags in the first half. Throw the damn flag. Oh.
Yep, I wasn't worried about it, dude. It's like Patrick Mahomes, he wins from behind the whole time. But see, I think right now, for example, with our defense, if we had Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, we probably would have been in the big dance. But I still think
you need Kyle to run the plays because you got to have more than 11 plays. So
no, it'd be more than 11. With Kyle, to be more than 11. That I'm not worried about. Is this, one thing I worry about Kyle is just, it's always is in-game adjustments, man. He just seems to get like an error code or something like a computer program. Nothing doesn't work out. He just freaks out. And I would prefer him to be a little bit more
on his phone.
I prefer to be a little bit more passionate if I could see that, but I don't know. I can't change the man. He is who he is. But bottom line is, what I learned from this Super Bowl,
real quick, Bob,
is that we need a quarterback that can hang with the big 4 quarterbacks. Because no matter if you don't get Mahomes in there, then it'll be Josh Allen. If it's not Josh Allen, it'll be a Joe Burrow. We need a quarterback that can hang with that. And I'm sorry, Purdy ain't it. He ain't.
We're gonna find
He's
out.
He's not it. Trey Lance might be it.
Another shot,
but
again.
I don't think Purdy is. I'm just saying, dude.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I know you are, and I can't wait to see what happens next year. That's going to be an interesting situation in that camp. I don't know what they're going to do.
Oh, but
anyway,
did
Bob,
you hear the health update? I'm sorry.
Get us.
Yeah, I know he's going to get us, but hey, have someone talk about the possibility of Purdy being out until November. I'm out.
No, it is. We'll talk about that more Tuesday too. The doctor's already said so. All right, Bill.
Yeah, shout out to production. Like and subscribe to Ronbo Sports. Shout out to the 49er faithful.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you, fam. Hey, yo, Ellis. Ellis, come on in, fam. We're sitting up here laughing at the Eagles, and not because they lost as much as the fans. I'm laughing at the fans more than the Eagles. I feel sorry for the Eagles, actually. But them fans. They almost ran me off of Twitter one day, and also they came over and got me on Instagram too. That dude, I don't know if he's an Eagles fan or not, but boy, it's like I need to develop some software that you can actually punch a man in the face from the page. I'd get paid millions. But Ellis, your feeling on this game?
Trillions, even.
You know.
There's a lot of us that would love to do that. You'd be the richest man alive. How about that?
Elon Musk, move over.
Elon Musk ain't got shit on you at that point.
Oh.
And I want to be a shareholder. So just let me know. Anyway.
You can be in it. Ellis, this game, give us some of what you took from that. Super Bowl 57. No Niners. Eagles beat us.
Which is why I watched the last 7 minutes of it and didn't watch shit else.
Yeah. I
That's
tried
how I'm
not
feeling.
to, actually.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I worked and made some money, so
that's
that
even
was
better
better
idea
than me.
anyway. Yeah.
If my team was playing, then I would have compromised that. And I would have sat my ass down, but money felt better.
Mm-hmm.
But you said you feel bad for him. Bless your heart.
Because they thought they had it made. They had the food in their mouth, and the Hawks just reached in their face and just took it out. They thought they had it. I thought they had it for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Well, when I seen the score, I was thinking, I said it's going to be the latter part. The second half, I knew it was going to be different. I knew it wasn't going to go down like that. And, just with me keeping up with the score on Google, I knew that it was going to change, and it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was going to change, and it did. And after I hear about, and then actually, when I got to watch the last 7 minutes, I heard about how on every possession the Chiefs scored. So
it quick. It was like lightning strikes.
Exactly.
The Eagles didn't know what happened.
And Pat Mahomes had a high ankle sprain. I mean, he had a high ankle sprain for the last 3 games.
Yeah.
And he won the last 3 games
on a bad
with a high ankle sprain.
And else, were you
hobbling around
and
shit, wincing all
but
day.
Did you catch that game in time to see Mahomes sprinting downfield? Patrick Mahomes, I've never seen him run that fast.
He was booking. Yeah, he re-injured that high ankle sprain, but it was all worth it.
Yeah,
it was
this
all
is Super Bowl.
It was for
Ain't
the
no
cause.
tomorrow.
It was all worth it. Yeah, and I'm glad. I'm glad I'm just glad that the Eagles lost. I don't want to so much be rooting for them, but the Chiefs, the Queefs, but they won. I wanted them to win. I didn't want the Eagles to win.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't want to. I just didn't want anybody to catch me rooting for the Chiefs. But you know what? I stopped posing midway through that game. God damn! I did not want the Eagles to win. You could feel that heat raging up in you as soon as they was winning.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt good. I just, it's crazy, Ronbo. These years, we've missed these opportunities. 3 in a row now.
I know.
We gotta honestly, we're an extraordinary, franchise. The players and everything, top to bottom. And the craziest part, the scariest part, I'd say about this is that we don't know if we're going to get the opportunities to get there anymore.
Every year,
or not anymore, but I'm saying every year. So it's like pissing away these opportunities or not, whatever's not falling in our favor. It's aggravating. It's exhausting. It's draining. It's it's everything that isn't healthy. So I don't know what the plan is. I'm hoping with the Wilkes hire and everything is, I'm hoping that Kyle's, going to get a little bit. It seemed like he became a better coach this year, more than he had in the past years. I like what I was seeing. I know that at times there was still some question here and there, but it was a lot less than what I felt in the past years with Kyle. So I'm hoping that he did some maturing himself, and that, he can kind of just do things a little bit better, and it'll show when we get on the field. It'll show with the team and stuff like that. We got a really great group of guys, and so.
Well, Ellis, you mentioned that he did grow in the way that he sort of took the leash, at least loosened it up a little bit on how to run his offense. You saw it a little bit with Jimmy. You saw a lot more with Brock. Kind of let you know that guy got here because he knows how to play quarterback. You can trust him to make judgment calls on occasion, and when he comes to the sideline and didn't work, don't cuss him out.
Yeah, he spoke in a really comfortable fashion when he talked about Brock too. I noticed I'd never seen him really at ease as he was once he got through those first, I want to say 2 games or something with Brock. Kyle started to look a lot more comfortable and less tense. And I'm not going to say he didn't. He was serious still, but he was not as tense and as selective in what he said. He was a lot. He was not like that. So, we'll see what happens next year with the whole QB thing. But we're going to get another quarterback. We got to bolster up that offensive line, and we got to make sure we maintain some continuity. It's all going to start with that blocking. What's crazy, though, lastly, before I go, that play where Brock Purdy got hit, when Jimmy was in and we ran those plays, Jimmy hit the dump. Jimmy would dump it off. Before he gets smashed like that, Jimmy would look. If he didn't see nothing, he would call it, antsy or shaking or whatever. He would turn around. He would turn and dump it. Debo was wide open to the right, and had he just glanced to the right, he could have went right over his head. I know he was looking for the big play, but I'm just saying that could have
experience, Ellis. That's the thing.
For sure.
If Jimmy plays, I'm almost certain we win the Super Bowl, or we're definitely in it. So this experience. Brock needs that. Trey needs that. It takes time to get that kind of moxie. So we're gonna see next year. All right,
in-game decision making and stuff like that. He was going for the big play, and I don't doubt it. I don't knock him for it.
You can't get mad at that.
It would have
better
preserved
blockers.
him. No, yeah, that for sure. And if what's his name would have held the block for just an extra millisecond, then he would have never got hit. Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy doesn't need to get you killed. I mean, Jimmy got killed how many times? You trust in that? If it ain't out there, I got this X amount of time to get rid of this ball, or I will be killed. Exactly. Brock will learn.
Food.
All right, fam. We go before production
Yes,
catch
sir.
up with us. Appreciate you, Ellis.
That's a bet. Yes, I appreciate you too, fam. Thank you for the platform as always. And shout out to the faithful, man. Let's they lost, y'all. So we can be reassured with that. Let's get back to it.
We can still laugh at it.
Peace and love. Exactly.
All right. Now, let's give a shout out to the squad too. All right, Bill. Night.
Fall like an eagle to the sea.
That rhymes nicely. Night, Ellis. Oh no! Of course, would this night be complete without a Ram, especially marketing pro? And where is Rudy? Rudy been working with me all week on Twitter. I didn't hear anything from Rudy last 24 hours.
Yo, Ronbo, what it do is Rams Nation in the building. City by city, the Rams are rebuilding, and millions of fans are coming back. The heartbroken Rams fans are converting back in L.A. to Rams fans. It's a great time to be a Rams fan. You know why? Because Jimmy G is gone.
Listen.
I'm so glad.
Listen. You need for Kyle Shanahan
Jimmy
to leave
G,
too, though.
that nightmare is over. And now, you know what I'm saying? The situation is funny for the 49ers because I was reading a Google report. They're saying that the Purdy arm could take a year, and I don't want the kid to be out for a year, but you could read the reports.
No,
he might not
actually,
be back.
Papa Dragon just mentioned that.
Like you think he's gonna be back.
Yeah. But market
Trey Lance, now Ronbo.
We still gonna find a way to whoop you. You know that, don't you?
No. Next year, the top 5 all-time first ballot Hall of Famer Matthew Dan Stafford's gonna have a
Hey, Mark, wait. I just want to. Let me ask you a question on that. Is Matthew Stafford going to the Hall of Fame in his first ballot?
Oh, he's really a Hall of Famer. He's a Super Bowl champion. Look at his stats. 48 touchdowns, 6,000 yards in a Super Bowl in a single season. Not even Tom Brady did that. You know what I'm saying? Only quarterback in history to do that was Matthew Dan Stafford. You know what I'm saying? That cat, he didn't quit like Megatron and Barry Sanders in Detroit. He hung around. He could have left a lot sooner and won more Super Bowls. But he was that real old school legend like Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no quit in him. He didn't want to just leave the franchise. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a Kevin Durant, just pick up his tail and run whenever it get hot in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Trying to collect ring tops. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Matthew,
Kevin's in Arizona.
Super Bowl. Yeah, exactly. He's been running around trying to be the GOAT. He ain't no LeBron James. He's trying to be LeBron, but he can't be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I don't know why I left Golden
Ronbo,
State.
now this Super Bowl. Let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Now I've been reading this stuff about scripted NFL. Now the Hennessy was kicking in, but that holding call was. I'm not an Eagles fan, you know that.
Yeah.
But that holding call was suspect, man. It was suspect as hell. Are you starting to believe maybe some of these games are fixed?
Eagles player said he did it. He said he started going and tried to get away with it. Nothing to call about.
Market Pro, we didn't see that. They showed the clip, but he may have got called on that. An infraction might have took place off the line from 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage,
Okay, well, but I mean, to me, that was even the the trippy thing was the play-by-play guy. I think he was off script. He's like, "Oh, that was a bad call." Then all of a sudden, the
Greg Olson.
Fox
Greg was having all
like,
kind of
no,
problems.
No, you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now here's the other narrative. See, a lot of the 49ers fans, Ronbo, you're a football player. You know that. You had a leg injury before, right? Playing football.
Never, nothing more than a hamstring pull.
Yeah, but still, did you just go out there and just do what you was doing real quick?
No, because mentally I was scared of that pain. So I'm impressed with ball players who do that professionally.
So now you think a 22-year-old kid like Trey Lance is going to go out there, run through the middle between the tackles when Kyle tries to call the power play for Trey? You think he's going to do it again? You think Trey's going to just run between the tackles?
I already thought about that, and you know what? We'll see. I can't imagine Trey doing that. If I see Trey doing anything, it'll be probably hitting the sidelines. But as far as running between tackles and doing a Josh Allen, I don't think so. That's got to be real scary. He doesn't want to get hurt again.
But here's the scary thing, because in the media, there was a media guy from the Bay Area Sports. He said, "Hey, Kyle, you've been injuring a lot of quarterbacks."
Pisses Kyle off.
And he still went and said that Trey Lance play was a football play, which was crazy. I mean, you ran a rookie quarterback 42 times in 4 games between the tackles. That is just nuts to me. If you got a lottery pick
Kyle said that because he also said that was a but he also said
still stuck to his guts.
Yeah, but he said there's also an option play that Trey was supposed to hand that ball off. I don't know what to believe.
Okay, well, just like when Jerry Rice called him out, he said, "Why you run Debo between the tackles?" Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that. I tried to call an audible.
Yeah, Kyle needs to make up his mind on this.
See, Trey Lance needed a genius like McVay. I'm telling you, if Trey Lance had McVay as his quarterback, he would have won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
McVay would have made Trey Lance work. He would never run Trey Lance between the tackles. But now, I see a lot of pain in Trey's eyes. I saw the interview. He looked like he's mad at Kyle. I think y'all are in some hot waters because Purdy is no guarantee to be back in time. Trey Lance and Kyle, I sense drama unfolding. See, the Markin Pro knows score from the Big Orange to the Big Apple.
Markin Pro.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what, Markin Pro.
Y'all need to, maybe Papa Dragon was right. Y'all maybe need to draft another quarterback.
We always do, though.
Jimmy's gone, right?
Yeah. I know you enjoy that
Jimmy
part.
G gone for real, or y'all playing with the Rams fans' emotions?
All right, bro, production to cut you off. I'm going to say goodbye and see you Tuesday.
Rams Nation, we taking over Super Bowl number 2 for McVay.
Yeah, Donut and Tanisha. Oh, get in here.
I say, hey. We woke up this morning and we got out of bed. We had some coffee and some cocoa to fill our head. The Eagles lost, and you know that's a fact. While the fans are screaming and saying, "What's up with that?" Ooh, wee.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Ooh, wee.
Oh, what's up with that? Oh, what's up with that?
Y'all lost, y'all tried, y'all failed, y'all know y'all weak, y'all go to that. What's up with that? Y'all tried, y'all didn't do good, we won. What's up with that? I say, what's up with that? Y'all thought I was gonna win. I say y'all talk for 2 weeks, but now y'all staying humble. What's up, faithful?
I mean, with that track, I'm delighted. You know what? Now they can sit back and hush, because you know what? We had to deal with them people. Had they won the Super Bowl, yeah. Now y'all know who the baddest mofos in the NFL is. Y'all crying about you lost your quarterback. Hell, you was gonna lose the game anyway. Give some respect. Oh my God, Donut,
man.
Damn,
I just want to start off. Man. I got to start on marking it slow. Marking it slow.
You always coming right.
You got your damn nerves to get on this line and try to be quality control for anybody. Your team is so whack right now. Y'all look like rubber. Y'all money is broke.
Y'all season last year was abysmal. And y'all championship reign is over. You have nothing to say. Just kick back, sit back, relax, and enjoy what the faithful about to do to y'all.
Yes.
You say Jimmy G nightmare's over? Well, take a look in the damn mirror because it's going to be a Purdy situation from now on, baby.
You know, we got to think. Brock may not be back until November. I don't know who they came. That's new news. But, you know, we going to have a quarterback situation no matter what next year. They're going to have to bring in a third guy because Kyle always carries 3 anyway, right? Who is that going to be?
That's one thing about it. You know what? I'm not really worried about that right now, Ronbo.
Yeah, too early, too much stress.
Anybody that we bring in history, you know what I'm saying? We do bring somebody. We seem to breed quarterbacks and running backs. That's why we have so many that comes in and goes out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no more crash test dummies. Let's get somebody that's durable. We're going to get somebody that's old school. Let's get somebody that can win these games until Brock come back. Because when Brock does come back, it's going to be over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for the callers, you know, Papa Dragon, love you, bruh, but I got to disagree with you. Brock Purdy is real. Brock Purdy is the truth. Did you see how many games that man won by himself? Not just a running game, not just defensively. That man put points on the board and yards on the field. His quarterback rating was excellent, over 100. You understand me? That's why at the NFL Honors, he was one of the Offensive Rookie of the Year candidates.
Yeah.
So that says it all.
Yeah.
Papa Dragon, love you, bro, but on that one, you got to give that man his props.
And also,
Before injury,
it's too early to make a full judgment on you know, he needs more time. He came and did what he did in the amount of time that he did. I got to agree with you, though, that I think Brock Purdy maybe a little bit more than we even know. He needs some time to develop.
You got to go what's on, not only on paper, but what we also saw and how far that young man has taken us. You know what I'm saying? It's a triple threat combination. If it was we love Jimmy G. Me and you both love Jimmy G. But what this young man was able to do, that's why Kyle Shanahan was able to open up the book more, was able to bring the offensive spread more. Even with, you know, we all agree with CMC came in, that's one thing. But the final chess piece is what we saw that this young man could do at such short time, during pressurable moments, during overtime, during comeback wins, during all kinds of situations. This young man has really stand out.
His ability to quickly process and act. That's what I was mostly impressed by. It's a pressure situation, he seemed to go right to the right conclusion. I didn't believe it the first few times I seen it. And then after a while, I said, you know what? That's who he is. Okay. Well, let's see where it goes. And if he didn't get his arm broke, I think the Eagles are about to get an ass whooping.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It was about to go down. It was about to go down. But now let's get back. Let's get to the, you know, we got short time, Mr. Ronbo. You know, let me get, I'm not going to get on the game because, you know, it is what it is. It's what I expected it. You know, I told Tanisha one thing. If you want to stop Patrick Mahomes, since he's a catch-up king, let's have a catch-up recall during the pro season. During the postseason.
Patrick loves to come from behind and get that ass. I was amazed. He did it again.
Yes. I mean, Janet Rose, everybody want to say he played brilliantly, he played admirably. Okay, he did all that, but he still got his butt whooped by a man with one leg. Come on, man. You know? I'm not impressed. I'm not hating. If y'all want to hear the truth, that's the truth.
No, it is, you know? I mean, it's like Papa Dragon said, too. They ran 11 plays. You know, Andy Reid and some of them other intelligent people in the Chiefs locker room, look, guys, we're noticing a pattern here. Here's what we're going to do. Listen carefully in your helmet. I'm going to tell you guys what's going to happen before it happens, and we're going to adjust in this fashion. Let me draw it out for you real quick. Coaches will do that. And the Eagles did look like a routine.
Speaking of the 70s, man, speaking about the 70s, he flipped that like a whole cake. You understand me?
I mean, the Chiefs came out there looking like us defensively against
the
Eagles. How come?
Man, for real, man. For real. I mean, man. But all to the Dallas fans, all Dallas fans that trying to talk about Purdy, you know what I'm saying? How does it feel to get your butt whooped by Jimmy G and by Brock Purdy in back-to-back seasons in different levels of the damn playoffs? And y'all didn't. Everybody want to talk about you. Y'all didn't make it to the Super Bowl the last time. Y'all didn't make it to the NFC Championship. How does it feel to get knocked off by us? Sit down, smoke one.
Yeah.
Shut it up.
Dallas ain't going anywhere next year. They're going to have to run out of money sometime soon. Denise, we going to go. I look for you on Tuesday, and hopefully we got some more fun stuff to talk about with the 49er camp. You know, tonight is laugh at the Eagles time.
Show you right. We about to finish up on these wings and everything. Got to prepare for the spread.
Yes.
Man, you know, mac and cheese and everything. But we're going to wash our plate. And if y'all ate out there, don't forget to wash your plate and wipe your feet.
That's right.
And like and subscribe. Man.
And make sure to be good. And if you can't be good, to be good at it.
Oh, God, yes. Listen, mac and cheese. If Debo come over there telling me he only gets one helping.
That's right.
You know how that boy loves him some mac and cheese. Debo, you can't eat the whole damn casserole dish by yourself. You're supposed to share that with everybody else. Oh,
and you know he'll take one square round, set it on the plate, and then take the whole damn casserole dish. Be like, all right.
I used to do with my mama's.
Don't mac and cheese is good.
Oh God, yes. That's like I used to do with the potato pies before my grandmother would slap me 2 or 3 times. Put that down. I cut a little piece out, leave it there, take the rest. Where's the pie? Ronnie! You know. Oh, I love me some sweet potato pie.
What you do with it, boy?
Oh, I loved it. Oh, thinking about sweet potato pie makes me crazy. Oh,
yes,
we always doing cooking shows. We're gonna do one week too.
Hey, we got to. That'll be lovely.
I'll see you Tuesday, fam. Night, Tanisha.
Good night, Ronbo. Thank you.
Hey, keep your head up, faithful. We're going to win this thing, man. We're going to be all right. 3 times the charm. We're going to be all right.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Guaranteed. Night, fam.
Good night.
Night. Let's get Steven and Rome in here. Hey, Steven.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Steven, during the Super Bowl, fast Rome
you smoking
and
that Philly
company on the way back. I said, oh, God, I love that may be my favorite franchise. I'm trying to think. I like the Avengers and everything Marvel does, but I love me some Fast series. My God, it always makes me crazy. So they're coming back this summer. Yeah. Anyway, we go to football. Go ahead.
I got something for you. It's going to sound very cliche, but I'm telling you the truth.
It's okay.
And the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. I have an insider from the 49ers team that I see about twice a year, once during the bye week and once during the off season. And he is in close proximity to all the star players, being Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Armstead, Debo, Ayuk, Purdy, Trey. You can see him actually on some of the games if you pay real close attention, but I'm not going to single him out.
Okay.
So I asked him, I said, hey, who's staying and who's leaving? He goes, Jimmy Ward's leaving.
We knew. I kind of guessed.
Javon Kinlaw's leaving.
Oh, yeah. That's easy to assume.
Who else? Not Charles.
Imanahu?
A-Train, Azeez Al-Shire is leaving.
Oh.
They're going to try and keep Imanahu, but A-Train's leaving because he wants to be a starter somewhere.
Yeah.
Ray McLeod might get fired. And he might get let go.
How come?
Yeah. Because there was a reason why Debo ran that special play during the special teams play. And it's because Ray didn't want to go out there.
Oh!
So it made Kyle feel some type of way.
I guess so.
So he's on the chopping block for that.
Damn.
But
we need a return, man. Though.
He said he spoke to Nick. He asked him about that salary, about his bonus and everything. Nick said he's going to decline it because he wants to keep the defense together.
Ooh.
Here's the thing. He said the only way we're guaranteed a Super Bowl
guys.
Ronbo.
There's a few guys like that around the NFL, and Nick's one of them. I wouldn't have expected that.
Oh, yeah. He knows what the team has in value. He knows how powerful they are when they're at full strength. He said,
He's not
losing
cutting the
D'Amico
team.
sucks,
Yeah.
but Steve Wilkes was a step above.
You know?
Getting Steve Wilkes was a step above D'Amico.
And we'll have maybe
Anything-
2 seasons. Maybe.
Rombo.
Because
Rombo,
that
it gets
experience
even
Wilkes
better.
got over
Ask
D'Amico, D'Amico's just skilled. But Wilkes is skilled and has seen it all.
Mm-hmm. Now here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. So that's just on defense. I asked him, I said, okay, how do you think we're going to be guaranteed a Super Bowl? He tells me, he goes, there's only 2 things that can happen right now. And he goes, we've already got number 1. Phase 1 is done. Phase 2 has to happen. I don't know if it is, but it's in the process and it's in the talks.
Okay.
Ronbo.
What?
Chase is in the conversation.
Jamar. I mean
Chase Young.
Chase Young? Whoa!
Yeah, Chase Young is in the conversation. So,
But
that's
that's defense, though. Yeah.
That's what we need an opposite end, because if we lose, what was it? Javon Kinlaw, we need someone to kind of step up and then move someone out to the side. We have to be solid all the way around.
But we need some beef in the middle. But you know what? With Chase Young, you can add a whole nother dimension to the defense. Chase Young, him and Fred Warner be out there running into each other on coverages and stuff. Because Chase Young is crazy, man. That dude's got some kind of athleticism. You put him and Nick together, and that defense now becomes...
on opposite ends.
Oh.
Yeah, the NFL sees and no other defense like it.
Commanders
and that's why he was saying, he was like, if Nick wants to keep it all together, if he can't keep it all together, then the money's going to be used to get Chase.
And with Chase, his bro, oh man, Nick, if that's what, now it makes sense. Hell yeah, Nick would probably say, if they come to Nick, listen, you know, we're trying to see if we can get your old running buddy with you. Who? Chase. But listen, it's going to take a little bit from you to structure your contract in a way that we can do that. And I bet you Nick said, I'm all in for that. Yeah, I bet he did. I could imagine that.
Oh, yeah. And then on top of that, too, Ronbo, on the offense, I asked him, I said, hey, what do you think, honestly, in our QB situation? He goes, Jimmy Garoppolo's done. It's not happening. They're not going to get him. It is what it is. He said, well, here's the thing. He even said, Jimmy G was asked to suit up. Before the game had even started, he go, hey, can you suit up? He heard Jimmy G say, out of his mouth, he said, no, I don't want to take any risks.
Oh.
And that made everything sound. That made everything sound.
If that's the case, then yeah, because I thought Jimmy probably wanted to play and they wouldn't let him because they didn't want to have to pay him if he got hurt. But if Jimmy said that, yeah, that's why they're pissed. That's why Kyle's pissed off with them then.
Yeah. So Jimmy's done. He's out. Mike McGlinchey, he's out. He's done.
Really?
You know, yeah. Mike McGlinchey's out and done. He's not coming back.
Well, the thing is now, I hope we got somebody in mind we're going to cover with that right tackle. You know what? It's probably going to be Burford. Or not Burford, but it's Burford?
Burford. There's Burford, and then there's, what's his name? Jason Poe. And Jason Poe might be the better fit on the outside, to be honest. If he puts
he's more athletic, for sure. And that lower frame and better balance, I can see that.
Yeah, honestly, with how good the offense will be, I mean, we'll be all right. Jason Poe is athletic. He's very agile
and strong.
Mr. Burford is just a big body.
And Poe, if I could put a lineman eligible on certain plays, we've already seen him running routes and catching the ball. Oh man. Anyway, Steven, we this all this fun stuff. Hey, bring some more back Tuesday. let's see what, let's talk about some of these things and possibilities. Intriguing stuff.
Like I said, I got my insider. I only see him twice a season, a bye week and off season.
Easy stuff to believe too. Very easy. All right, fam. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, I'll see you Tuesday, Ronbo. Have a good one.
You too. Okay. So JG reneged on wanting to go out there and play, and he took up a spot on the roster the whole time. Okay, and you know how much I like Jimmy, and if he did that, Jimmy, shame, shame, shame. Hey, hey, Tony.
Fly, cry, Eagles, cry. This is not a victory. Hey, Ron.
You know what? Even though I don't have really anything against Eagle players, it's always a fan base of teams I don't appreciate, you know? And that's why the Eagle fans been running around here meddling and talking trash. I mean, I'm over talking to my people on Twitter, and they just barge in and start saying just stuff to just make you want to kill a man, right? And so, yeah, okay. Oh, I wasn't going to root for anybody on this game, but you know, I'm hoping they don't win. Oh God, I hope they don't win. But Tony, your assessment of what happened here today?
They're punks. Ronbo, I don't like the Eagles. I don't hate them as much as I do the Cowboys or the Rams or the Aints, but I don't like the Eagles because they cheated us in 2017, the year after our Super Bowl, in that 16-12 loss in the divisional game. So I don't like them because of their fan base too. They're punks. Ronbo, that Super Bowl, to me, I didn't like the Super Bowl. To me, both defenses were atrocious.
Actually,
both defenses were
true.
Atrocious in that Super Bowl. The fourth quarter was decent. It was pretty good, but, you know.
Yeah, the Eagles, for as good as everybody said they were, they got clowned. Some of them patterns that Ayuk was talking about, that the defense secondary got exposed, I didn't know what Ayuk was exactly talking about because I didn't see enough of them before our quarterback went out. But some of them dudes bit on some fundamental Pop Warner stuff.
Coverage was horrible. And on that deep pass to Devontae Smith toward the end of the game to get the Eagles back to five, that was horrible.
A.J.
coverage.
Brown?
This is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, to Devontae Smith. Remember when he caught it deep and went out of bounds right at the 2-yard line?
Oh yeah. When he could have went into the end zone? Did he not see the end zone?
What kind of coverage was that? This is the Super Bowl.
Well, that's why I said A.J. Brown, same thing. A.J.'s got the defender on him. He couldn't locate the ball. A.J. went left. He juked right. And I said, oh, man, get better position on the play. You know how coaches teach you. You need to be able to – don't put yourself – Brown caught that with such an ease. It made me so mad.
And quit peeking the quarterback. Get on your man. Get on that man.
And going and looking inside when you're supposed to go outside. Those are things you're supposed to get. Yeah. That's an understanding supposed to be developed in practice. You know, what are you looking inside for? The guy just went by you. You think the safety's got it? Yeah. You think the safety's got it. Oh.
No, you get on the man and play that man. And then if he beats you then, you on him. At least you were right there.
The damn end zone, exactly. You know how close you are to the end zone. What are you doing?
Yep. And Ronbo, to read off these names to you. Eagle free agents, that was the last game they played. Left tackle, Jordan Malata, free agent. Right guard, Isaac Samalu, that big dude, free agent. Running back, Miles Sanders, free agent.
That's that rugby player. Yeah.
Yep, free agent. And you already know about defensive end, Brandon Graham, unrestricted free agent. Fletcher Cox, unrestricted free agent. Javon Hargraves, defensive tackle, unrestricted free agent. Cornerback James Bradbury, unrestricted free agent. And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, when they made that hit to safety, unrestricted free agent.
That's his name. Yeah.
Yeah, he played with the Aints. They got him in a trade for the Aints in that Chris Olave deal last year. But that's eight free agents, all starters.
And yes.
5 defense, 3 offense. That's a lot.
That big lineman name, what's his name you just mentioned? He's an
Isaac Kamalo, the right guard.
No, defensive lineman.
Oh, you talking about Fletcher Cox?
No, next to him.
Javon Hargraves.
Hargraves. Hey, Hargraves is an end, isn't he?
No, he's a defensive tackle. They got Steelers. He was the one that had those 3 sacks us last year.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking. How much does he carry? Is he a 300-pounder?
let's see, Hargraves. If he's not, he's close. Hargraves.
Because
305.
Because I think we've had enough. We've had 305. We've had enough of Javon Kinlaw. Unfortunately for him, because I feel sorry for him for his life situation. But thing is, if they don't want to make that sign, the 49ers, we're going to lose about 2 or 3 guys. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not that old. Hargraves. Let's see. Hargraves been in the league.
He's been around a while.
26. Yeah, 2016, third round pick.
Yes, he's been around for a little while, but not all that long. So yeah.
Right.
They'll resign. If they got any money left, they're gonna have to resign guys like him. But they're gonna lose somebody because they got to pay. They gonna lose. They got to pay Hurts.
I don't know who they're gonna pay. I know they got 2 first round picks. Thank you, New Orleans. They got the 10th pick in the draft, the Eagles.
but Tony, Hurts. When is he due to get paid? Is it? Are they gonna pick him up this year, next
year?
Oh,
they're talking about restructuring, doing them now because Ronbo he balled tonight.
Yeah, Hurts is. But the thing is, he's that quarterback that can be standing around doing the Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson if he wants to, and ask for the house. And damn everybody else, I need to get paid if he wants to. So
I think he's paid. I think they're gonna pay him, but
well, I mean, the thing is, that's going to leave them with how much money? You know, that's going to suck up that cap.
I don't know what their money looks like, but I know they do got 2 first round. Yeah, that's eight starters, Ronbo.
Yeah, no matter how much money they got, they're going to be begging people to take 1-year contracts or something.
And 5 of those starters are defensive.
Yeah. That's that rock and a hard place. That's why it's hard to stay competitive in the NFL for any longer than a window. You have a span of time. You have to get there, get out, because you're going to have to go into rebuild mode at some point, unless you're like Pete Carroll somehow who keeps teams competitive, even when it's over. God, man.
Yeah, and another thing they're going to have to do, Ronbo, well, they got 2 first. I don't know about their second-round picks. I don't know, but I just want us to be smart in free agency. I don't want us to overspend.
Yeah.
Even though it worked for Jacksonville last year, they got like several solid starters.
Didn't it?
But
and they got a young nucleus too, so it might have given good time in the part. You know, because what's his name looked like a damn good quarterback last year. I ain't lying. I thought he looked good. He's got a little ways to go before he gets real good, but you can see he's going there. So.
And Ronbo, great jokes, Ronbo, earlier in your show. You said, it's got a nice ring to it. You said the Rams ain't got no money. They ain't got no picks there in purgatory.
But Marketing Pro knows. They like to talk, but it's over, L.A.
It's over. They're not going to get good for a few years.
They got a long way to go to get out of debt. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. You don't have any picks, no money either. What are you going to do now? And you got guys that want to leave the team. Didn't Jalen Ramsey already request a trade? It's bad.
Yeah. Might as well trade them, get something for them, a second rounder or something.
Well, Tony, I'll be back Tuesday. We were talking a lot of fun stuff around the league here for the next few months, ain't we? I tell you what.
Yes, sir.
Great to hear from you, Tony. Glad you hung on. I'll see you Tuesday, okay?
I'm for free agency, Ronbo. I'm for free agency.
Fun time. All right.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you later. All right, Tony.
Have a good night, sir.
There goes Tony, boy. One of my fave, I mean, if not the fave, fan from another team. See, because I got to admit, Market Pro does amuse me, though. We go. Big Show says, you mean Matt Pick 6 Stafford? Yeah, that's who he was talking about. First ballot Hall of Famer. I'm glad I'm not voting. Not trying to be unbiased, but I'd sit there. All right, Ronbo, what's your vote? On who? Matthew Stafford. Did he enter this year? Big Sean says Flavor Flav has more money than the Rams. And listen, you Rams comedians, including Jim Everett and all you other guys and Rudy, Marketing Pro, seriously, next time you guys come in and address, we'll take you more seriously if you just explain to anybody how in hell are you going to afford to pay anybody? You still got to pay guys that are already in there to get overpaid, including Matt Stafford. Liam.
Ronbo.
Liam,
Good evening, sir.
It is a good evening, Liam, and I don't know. I try not to root for the Chiefs because you've got way too many Lombardis. But the thing is, you feel this anger of having just played the Eagles just a couple weeks ago, and their fans don't help any by being rude and impolite. So I ended up rooting for the Chiefs. I'm kind of delighted.
It's an opponent I could respect,
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, the Eagles gave him a good run. They tried to take the football away from Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the Chiefs were actually they ran the ball more effectively than the Eagles, even though the Eagles tried to run it like 10 more times or so.
They did. They occupied the clock all day, Liam. I don't understand. That's a very bizarre setup or situation there. They had most of the ball. They had all day, and they still lost.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's cool to see Mahomes. I mean, it's just unbelievable what this guy can do.
I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
The same thing I had about Russell Wilson. I hated him for a long time, and I finally decided the last 2-3 years, you know what? I just got to I got to just shake my head, tip my hat to him. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. What a great season. Lots of good stuff. And the team's great. Hearing Bosa talk about his contract, I think some of the players realize, you get measured in greatness, and greatness is about Super Bowls. And, of course you got to make money, but...
Oh, but he's going to make money. Nick Bosa, like Tom Brady and others, they're good at endorsements. Their NFL salary is just pocket change compared to what they can get outside of the organization. Next time I cast a movie, I'm calling Nick's agent. Next time I'm on a commercial, I'm calling Nick's agent. If
Subway,
I need some he never gets. He gets tired.
Multivitamin.
Yeah, he tells
running
exercise
shoes.
equipment. Pretty soon Nick's agent, he just wants to focus on football right now. But listen, thanks. He doesn't need the gut the 49ers.
Yeah.
He likes being competitive. Then do what he's doing. Good.
Yeah. Well, next season is going to be amazing. I mean, I'm pretty confident Brock Purdy's going to be the quarterback. But at the same time,
it's not as bad.
I definitely want Lance to progress, whether it's with the 49ers or another team. I want him to I liked his interview with Eisen last week. I thought that was a good interview.
Yeah.
I like the way he handled himself.
Yeah.
And
he's class act.
Yeah. That?
No. Lance is a class act, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, exactly. He was very classy.
Always has been.
Yeah, I thought it was a great interview. Yes, absolutely. Of that, there can be no doubt. But
Kyle, you know what Kyle's got to do though? He's got to train him right. This is not RG3 Part 2, Kyle. Teach him how to throw. If that's what your problem is.
I guess a lot of people say he's got to get that short game, but
yeah, I've heard that a number of times.
I mean, Jalen Hurts. I think they want to use him like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time he did a press conference, I think Kyle referred to him as a dual threat run quarterback.
And he loves Josh Allen, and he wishes he had one. You know what? You're right, Liam. But you know what? That's risky.
So, but also Rihanna, that was a great show. Gotta say.
Yeah. Well, you know she'd say
some of that stage floating in the sky, that was wild.
As choreographed. The Super Bowl shows are always like that, though. I mean, it's always a spectacular event. So,
do you have a favorite from over the years?
Oh man, I got to think about that one for a minute. Because I did like Bruno Mars's show. I love Prince's show. Out in the Rain.
Was that with a bunch of pianos?
Yeah, that's
marching band.
Yeah, so symbolic. As I'm watching Prince on stage with the rain coming down, and who's the author of Purple Rain? Him. I said, God, this
Purple
gives
rain,
you chills, man.
purple rain.
And it really was raining. That's the funny thing about it. So
Yeah, it was. And Michael Jackson's was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. If you're gonna get down to just probably him, I mean, nobody's gonna beat that.
You know,
I forgot about.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Was that the 49ers Super Bowl?
No, I don't think so. Maybe I
forget which Super Bowl that was.
Wasn't quite
I don't know.
that long ago.
Probably 49ers or Cowboys was in there. Either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, great show. You know, I mean,
Riri
it's
wasn't
an
at her
interesting
best, though.
challenge.
I just wish she wasn't carrying a little one coming in, because Riri he can cut up when she's in shape to do so. So. Anyway.
She's having a baby?
I think so. Because she was wearing a
cool.
lot of clothes, and Riri doesn't come out dressed that heavy normally, especially in an indoor facility like that. And she wasn't getting into her dance act at all. She was pretty much allowing the dancers to take care of her.
True, yeah. But I mean, she was also floating on a platform in the sky. Like, if I was on that, I don't think I'd be moving too much either. I'd be like, ah.
Yeah, but I think she's expecting. But anyway, Liam, there's a lot to talk about this year. I guess everything we talk about now runs the clock. I'll see you Tuesday, okay?
I just want to give you in production a thanks. It's
our pleasure.
We get to come on here. We say these things. We talk too long sometimes, pretty much every time, and you guys are patient. But at the same time, you just Ronbo, you're the man. It's great, and it's great to be a fan, and appreciate you, appreciate everything you do, and it was an amazing season. Just want to say thank you.
Liam, I appreciate that too. Certainly do. You're so welcome. I
Yes,
hope you
sir.
got some time Tuesday. I'll be looking for you. Okay.
All right, you'll see me there.
All right, Bill. Have a great night.
Good night, sir.
Night.
Good night.
Hey, and Merrick. Merrick. Oh, Merrick. All right. You hear anything? Merrick may have passed out. I forgot, this is late night. It is after the Super Bowl. It's not like we're coming in. We kind of come in this time all the time, obviously. All right, we're done. Fam, I tell you what, I'll see you Tuesday, and let's see what develops. Some of the things we've already heard about leaking through the grapevine. Papa Dragon, as you said, got him, Brock Purdy coming up back in November. We're also hearing some things about Javon Kinlaw. Jimmy G let us down when he shouldn't have, I guess G's already thinking about his future and not ours. That sucks. Anyway, man, been a great season so far. Now on to the off season. Can't wait to see you Tuesday, fam. Thanks for the contributions. As always, appreciate it so much. And please subscribe. We're not done. We go football 24/7. Why? Because we're talking about the San Francisco 49ers. And I'll see you Tuesday. Night.